All right, we're live.
We are?
We are.
Oh. Man, this... I'm going to start off positive. Never mind.
Yeah, well, what's it going to be? What do you got for us?
What do you got for us?
What's up your sleeve here, fat guy?
Nice. You got two guys quick. Green Bay by 24. Okay, that's a bold prediction. Ooh, Anthony Rizika. Oh, 3.5. I wish you got more points. I don't know. We were arguing about this either. I think no one can beat the juice at 3.5. I think that's like where it is. Under 47, I'm game on that. That seems completely reasonable.
What's going on, guys?
Oh.
Maybe I'll listen to the game today.
Oh, you're gonna jump in on the audio here, Big Rye?
I think so. Why not?
I have a good. You know what's awesome about my look tonight
What's awesome about it?
is Oh, hey, how's it going, Jamie?
What's going on, Jamie?
Yeah, that would be nice. This is the only time, despite how I look, as awful as I do, I somehow look better than I smell.
Fair enough.
Sorry about the Eagles, Jamie. That sucks. I still think that's the right play. It's decisions, not results. We got a good question here, Big Rye.
What stands out to you next week? Let me just
To review everything here.
I flipped everything today. So now we're right side. In case we want to do something like this. Like, hey, Reed beat this one.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Look at this. This is next level production.
Now they always say everyone's on the guy on the left is wrong. You know what I mean? And now they'd actually be right for once.
But who's left?
That's right.
Who's left? So early
All right,
lines.
let's get back to our question.
Am I already signed in somewhere?
Oh, Cincinnati +3 at home to Jacksonville. That stands out to me. That stands out to me pretty good. And Washington +10 at home to San Francisco. That looks all right. And we like what's the one we like the most? Chicago -3 at home to New Orleans. That's going to be the bet of the week. Oh, get real. Jamie, the Chiefs do make the playoffs. You lose 2 in a row, it's no big deal. You know me, I'm inelastic, that kind of stuff.
I'm totally opposite of fat guy. I think it's going to be really, really hard for the Chiefs to make the playoffs.
Oh, shut up. You're fine, Jamie. It's 2 games. It's good.
Practically impossible. Think about this losing streak they've gone on. They've lost to 2 teams they shouldn't have lost to. What's next? The rest of the season? They're just going to...
This is Big Rye trolling everybody. This is Big Rye trolling. Yeah, okay. So, hey, I could see the Raiders making the playoffs. Don't get me wrong.
See, that's where I totally disagree. There's not a chance that the Raiders are going to make the playoffs. Name 3 players on defense.
On the Raiders?
Yeah.
Arden Key, Maurice Hurst, Cleland, Farrell.
Took way too long. There's not
That
a
took
chance
too
that
long?
team makes the playoffs.
All right, we got a return here from the Lions. Yeah. I'm going to keep waiting, though. That line's to it already moved from 8.5 to 10. So, like, that means it's probably going to dump in even more.
Anthony thinks it's a good spot to fade the 49ers.
Oh, I think it's great. I think 49ers are way over hype. Good for them, whatever, but I'm just not going to put my money there. I mean, I think I know better. I can only do like 8 Raiders defensive players now. I think about
kidding.
it. Idiot.
So Detroit start off with the ball.
Oh, flea
to
flicker.
start the game. Stafford
Touchdown.
to Golladay. He's not going to quite make it there.
Oh, fumble. Get it. What are you doing?
Pretty confident that
That was awesome.
that was awesome.
Oh, and Stafford. Oh, that was rad.
It worked too. I don't know who that is.
Kevin King. It's Kevin King, and he looked over. Like that quarter second cost him.
This part's crazy.
Why isn't Golladay going nuts for that? Oh, fumbled snap by Stafford. Oh, this game is so weird and awesome.
I think it was it Hawkinson who ran into him?
I don't know. It's Stafford's choke, though, and I don't blame him. This would be really annoying if this ends in a field goal. Big Rye, in 10-year memory, our 10-year memory of watching just about every NFL game, has there been a better start to a Monday Nighter than just now?
Yes.
Big Rye's going extra contrarian. He's doing the opposite. He's doing contrarian to contrarian, so it's a double negative. So Big Rye's a square. What a start by the Lions. That was awesome.
Mike Jones. How you doing tonight?
281-330-8004. I got to do it every time, man.
Well, I like it every time. It's a lot of fun.
It's Canadian Thanksgiving, everyone, so happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, no one gives a shit.
We're going to keep this up for 3 hours, buddy?
It's easy.
You'll be sleeping on your tummy this evening, I think.
No matter what I say, that's going to be the case.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Stafford just tripped, got up, passed the ball. This is the weirdest, like so sloppy, the second part of the series. They're going to end up with a field goal here.
Disappointing they settle for a field goal. Stafford's watching the replay, trying to figure out how he slipped on the play.
All right. Just frost my tips. Matt Prater is coming in.
What's with that picture?
I don't know. I wonder if he's going to get caught for doing ecstasy again.
He looks like me in grade 8.
Yeah, he does. And
that wasn't a compliment.
No, and Americans call it the 8th grade. That was like a weird draw on that kick.
Yeah. Best alcoholic kickers go.
Alcoholic kickers?
Yeah.
Sebastian Janikowski?
Yeah.
I think he's the only confirmed one. Kerry Collins had a drinking problem.
I said kickers. What is this? Dude just want all the alcoholics. We'd be here for hours.
Yeah.
Just the kickers.
Best alcoholic ever is Justin Blackman.
It's hard to argue that.
How could you argue that? He went to the bar every day.
Only guy who had scouts who got sent to the bar. Right?
Yeah, the scouts had to wait for him at the bar.
It's an interesting story. You should tell them that one.
Yeah, if you guys remember, former first-round pick Justin Blackman of the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's one of my favorite receivers because he's one of the most talented. Like Mickey Rooney, not Mickey. Like
Mickey Rooney.
What? Not Mickey Rooney.
We're talking about alcoholics. You got a lot on the mind.
Yeah. He was a drunk too, I think. Like Mickey Mantle, he was a professional athlete that played drunk his entire career. So yeah. Blackman got his career cut short from being an alcoholic, and somehow he still had like a 990-yard season at one point.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He's a great player. Pretty hard to show up wrecked every game.
Not for him.
No. It's not like we don't have friends that show up to work wrecked every time either.
We all know a guy.
We know a guy.
And it might be you.
Well, I don't go. I usually leave work wrecked.
I'm talking to the chat.
Yeah.
I feel like Jamie likes a drink or two.
I don't know. Seems too with it.
Mickey Rourke's best movie?
Mickey Rourke's best movie?
Yeah.
Oh, The Wrestler.
Yeah, Square.
Well, how am I square?
I'm not talking.
You don't know
I'm
anything.
Talking to chat.
You don't know anything about film.
I never said I did.
You don't.
What's going on, Perp?
Perp Mouse.
I hope you got them picks in before
Yeah.
Sunday at 5 p.m.
Yeah, you were a little late last week.
I thought it was impressive, though. You still went 14-0.
Yeah, weird. You went 14-0 after.
How'd you do this week? Perp, I know you were pretty excited last week. I'm liking the Packers. They're wearing all white today.
I know. I was just thinking that too.
Perp knows how to do it. He knows how to game the system. He almost pulled a fast one on us. Atlanta sucks. Tennessee sucks. And I took L.A.
We took LA too. Oh, not the Chargers. Ooh, woof. What a pick.
It's okay. You can't win them all.
No, you can't.
And it's lonely at the top.
Here you go. Inside run with Aaron Jones here.
I expect it's
gobbled
going to be
up.
hard for Green Bay to run on this.
I was just going to argue that this defensive line of the Detroit Lions, not necessarily getting after it too hard. They're not the greatest pass rushers, but running on them is pretty tough.
Billy Turner looking like a wee character with those glasses.
Oh, it's JJ. What's up, JJ? See, I was using a breathe.
Yeah, I was like, who's JJ? Is that like Jay Jacobs?
Yes. All right, here we go. 2nd and 8.
Mike Jones commenting that only 2 teams are unbeatable, or undefeated, I should say, so far.
Undefeated. Andy Reid looks like he drinks a lot, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wonder if Andy Reid's son got popped for cocaine trafficking. I always like that.
Which one?
I don't know. Andrew Ryad.
Well, you can't argue Andrew Reid's fathering.
We love the Jets game. We were on the Jets.
Is that person in full gear?
Nice. Oh.
Good job by Detroit defensive back, wrestling that one out of Geronimo Allison's hands.
What are you on, like, late night radio? You're talking about a smooth, velvety voice here, bud.
I've been shitty every time, so I'm trying to pick it up.
Trying to pick it up?
Trying to be better.
Yeah. Trying to stop leaning on me.
Yeah, is that Justin Coleman, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, who used to play the Seahawks, I believe. 3-0 for the Packers. We're going to get a punt here from the Pack. I think the Pack have to realize that it should actually be 60-40 passing, I think. Maybe 70-30 to have success against this Detroit defense. Running on them, I think, is just going to be tough. I really do.
Well, I know they're down early, but if they get down a little bit further, it's going to...
It's 3. It means nothing. You want to keep the run going.
Burp likes the smooth voices that we have going on tonight.
You have a smooth voice. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what you're doing. It's annoying, I would say.
You know what you and I would be good at?
What's that?
Gay SMR.
Yeah, I don't think that's more your bag, but...
Remember when you tried to kiss me yesterday?
Yeah, that was you. You trying to jazz up the show here, Big Rye?
I'm doing my
so
best.
many commercials. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, this is a sprint, not a marathon.
Devontae Adams out for the new channel.
Yeah, why not? Gay SMR. I've never even heard that term yet.
No, I guess you coined the phrase.
I'm a bravado.
No, what are they called? The ones castrato, where they like in Rome where they in Italy where they nip the guy's nuts so he's like prepubescent and he has that soft voice, but he really just sounds like Opera Man when Adam Sandler plays him.
Called Geppettos.
Yeah, sure.
Have you heard of VSCO girls?
No, I'm good, man.
You should Google it.
No, I'm good.
Anybody in chat?
It's a big ride. Let's keep it on topic here, pal. I'm trying to switch it up. Why? Yeah, I get that there's commercials.
Closed plus 3.5. Majority of people took the Packers. This line was bet down crazy amount. It opened at 6 at some places. Bet down to 3.5. I didn't tell the fat guy, but I ended up taking the Detroit plus 3.5 last second. So I was pretty happy with that start.
Yeah, you should be.
Galladay's not a little bit faster.
Yeah. Do people actually watch MLS?
I'm sure they do, but not here. I've done a little bit of MLS betting, but I don't know. I can't even watch a game when I bet on that. You found a way better?
Good. We want you to never pay commission, or pay as little commission as possible, guys. That's always what we prefer.
Perfect perp. Nothing like good old-fashioned money line bets.
No, especially if you took money line on the Jets. That's rad. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line for the Detroit Lions. Play action. Stafford going deep again, and he's got him. Marvin Hall Jr. This is awesome. I am so impressed.
Wow.
A lot of player wives from the Lions seem to be enjoying the game.
I think they knew the game plan.
Holy, is this?
You know what they say about chicks, right?
Well, you know what I'm thinking though here is the Lions. Lions aren't really the. Stafford has the range and the deep ball, but they haven't been.
Chicks dig the long ball.
They don't stretch. They don't stretch the field enough, and that was amazing. All right, just about a 1-yard gain for Kerryon Johnson to the 20-yard line of the Green Bay Packers. They're in the red zone again. This is awesome. Great start from the Lions.
I got to hear some of these fun prop bets. You've piqued my interest, perp. Interesting stat that Matthew Stafford has the deepest targets this year out of any quarterback.
Would they throw the ball almost less than most teams? So, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of I guess it's the new run and shoot. Stafford with his hot read because he had a safety gunning right for him. It's Tramon Williams. 3rd and 3. This should be 4-down territory if I'm the Lions. If I can get 2 yards here. Sorry, guys. I like being aggressive.
100+ receiving yards for Marvin Jones. What did you get juice wise? I need to know that.
Marvin Jones. Wow, that's unfortunate with the first two plays going to Marvin Hall and Kenny Golladay because those were big ones. No, another blitz by the Packers. Dumped off to Golladay really quick. 1st and goal, Detroit.
Other than that slip up on that first down, it's been a pretty good start from this.
What an amazing this Detroit offense! Like the play calling is incredible. Because let's not forget, Green Bay is one of the top tier defenses this year so far. Yeah. They really are. Oh, you got 12-1. We're rooting for you, pal. It doesn't have a reception yet. I don't like this formation they have here. The Lions, we'll see. because it's inside zone run what they're going to do. That's what I thought. And it's just those rarely in that formation are going to be fruitful. They managed to get a yard, though. Now they went empty. I especially don't like this. Not my style, guys. I loved what they did before, but this isn't it. Quick hitter play.
Just short.
To Hawkinson, who's about a few inches short. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're rooting for you. I'd love that. Pretty much everyone is on the Lions here, I feel like, that's following this stream. We all like the Lions here, I think.
I'm expecting a quarterback sneak on this next play.
It should be. Matt Stafford's one of the better ones at it.
And they brought in the rookie center through the draft.
Johnson's got it. Unless the ball came out.
They've marked him short.
I think that went in. I really do. They should go for it again.
We'll get a good angle on this replay.
That's in.
He looks in.
That's in. That's in. What are they doing? You can challenge that, bud. That's in. Has anyone told them? All right, they're going for it. I love it, Lions. Right on. Let's get it. That has to be in.
He's short on that next one. Oh, they call it a touchdown on the bottom. What? You've got one side of this calling it a touchdown. You got the other side.
Really on the field, a touchdown. No one. The refs this year have got to be the worst. They have no congruency. No one seems to get it. Oh, that's clear as day, man. That's in.
It looked tough. It looked hard to see. How did the ref on that side see that, and the ref on this side didn't see it? Well, the good thing is it's called a touchdown, so they're going to have to find conclusive evidence to not call it a touchdown after this. That's really tough to see. I don't know how that guy at the bottom called it a touchdown, but he did. This is the best angle, and he looks in here, but
he's clear as day.
It's a deceiving angle because
it is deceiving because it's not straight over; it's slightly back.
It's like 5 yards back, so it's tough to tell. What do you guys think in chat?
Yeah, can someone let us know?
Well, they're lining up.
Wow, they're lining up to keep the pat.
Excellent start for Detroit.
Well, Boss Lion, I'm sure you don't mind there. Your team is getting it done here. There we go, guys. 10-0 Lions as underdogs.
Boss Lion, did you think that was in? I actually think the first one looked.
I thought the first one was in.
Than the second one, but whatever.
I'm going to get some water.
Can you grab me one of these from the top?
I can.
Thanks for.
Will I?
Oh, ow. Well, I'm going to be questionable to return with a head injury. Boss Lion's still scared for the rest of this game.
Why?
I don't know. You got to be pretty happy, though, with the start. They force a 3 and out. Two big passing plays from Stafford. This is an excellent start. Boss Lion, you just got to enjoy. Perp's excited. 10-0. Let's go. We We got a bunch of commercials now. Excellent start from the Detroit Lions. Again, I'm going to say lots and lots of money came in on the Lions, but a majority of people were betting the Packers before this game. Let's see what it finished at. It actually closed, 64% of people took the Packers, only 36% on the Lions. The live line is Green Bay plus 3.5. Again, opened at 6. The consensus open was 6-point favorites for Green Bay. That moved down to 3.5-point favorites. And now they're 3.5-point underdogs. So Boss Lion, where is this? Sorry. Boss Lion, the Lions are at about 63% to win this game. Thank you very much, fat guy.
Hey, who you calling fat?
Live line right now is Green Bay plus 3.5. Jake Jacobs says, that was strange. Both goal line views look clear short by Skycam, look clearly in. Yeah, that Skycam.
It's not directly overhead. It's like tilted backwards.
It's
so
super deceiving. Super deceiving. But that's the strange part was it was the bottom ref that made the call, and it was easier to see up top. So I couldn't tell you why that is. We get a
Rodgers has so much time here. No one's open. Look at this secondary play, I'm assuming, by the Lions, because how else could this come to be? Why? Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom. He's open.
That Lions money line's looking pretty good right now. You've got about a 63% chance on that hitting right now, according to the lines makers.
It's actually higher because it's during the game, dude. This is going to be a fast game. Jones might be hurt. Jared Davis popped him in the head, man.
He laid the boom.
Jared Davis is a boss. I like Jared Davis. I like guys that wear 40 numbers. 40 numbers are just cool.
I'm not sure how that wasn't a flag. That was the exact same thing Vontaze Burfict got suspended for the entire season for.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's bizarre. I just don't get it.
Jamal Williams with an awesome play to get the first down. Packer driving.
Back playing after that scare. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I think 2 weeks ago, right?
What's that? Oh, Jamal Williams? Thursday. Yeah, that was against the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday night. Was that 2 weeks ago?
Probably a week and a half.
Looks like Jamal Williams has a little belly on him. Kind of like me.
He's a strong guy.
Yeah.
Toss to Jamal Williams. He picks up 5. It's been a promising drive for the Packers after their laissez-faire start on both sides of the ball, really.
Second and 5 at the opposing 44. A lot of hard count going on. No one's biting on it, though. Jones. Oh, Jones fumbles. Recovered by the Lions. That was awesome. That was awesome. The Lions almost hurt each other trying to get that ball.
And is Ashawn Robinson with the forced fumble.
Oh, man. Isn't that so funny when you look at 21 might have got hurt by his own teammate. But there's something interesting, though, about, it's when a big D lineman, like it looked like he only got a couple fingers on the ball.
It's just so much stronger.
So much power, whereas you can watch a cornerback literally fist punch the ball as hard as he can. It doesn't move.
Even linebackers have to do that. You rarely see that
The
happen.
D lineman, it's like, I'll just get 2 giant fingers on it and that thing's coming out.
Well, I know running backs like to kind of jam it up into here to protect.
Randy, I'm just trying to titillate you a little bit. I like titillating the audience.
Just like Randy.
Just like Randy.
I can feel it when you talk.
Even when you... I don't know the rest of the song.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they sure did, JJ.
Jake's calling it out. They came to play tonight.
Yeah, they've been awesome. A lot of parity in this league.
There is a lot of parity.
That's good for us. Usually means dogs are doing well.
Yep. Well, everyone keeps talking about road teams are doing well.
Yeah.
Underdogs are doing well. The sample size is pretty small, though. There's been 91 games this year. This is the 92nd game.
Yeah, there could be some big regression to the mean. Yeah, that sounds about right. This is kind of what we've been taking the whole time.
The best part of Monday Night Football is these. Their graphics are unreal.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Puts the Big Ryan the Fat Guy weekly show to shame.
Yeah. We have millions of dollars of production, and all we can get is a guy with a Browns jacket with a mustard stain on it.
That's what we're calling them now? Mustard stains? Hand off to number 41. I'm actually not sure who that is.
It's McKissick.
Oh, that's J.D. McKissick, the ex-Seattle Seahawk. A lot of diversity on that offensive line.
Yeah. This is a reasonable offense, like personnel-wise. 2nd and 9 for the Lions. Oh, we got a run from Stafford, who's getting after for a first down. I would not have expected Stafford to outrun Zadarius Smith. Like, really?
He got a head start. Jake Jacobs hates the dumb graphics.
Well, it's because it's kind of built for, like, when they try and get like a...
Built for kids like me.
Yes, and women.
Nice. I hit all the demographics.
Oh, we're one of the chillest pick videos. That works. There you go. I'll take it. Oh, inside run. Wow, by Johnson. Johnson gets nailed, but he doesn't seem to do nothing. This is nice. Nice start.
Yeah, it was 25.
That's a big hit.
Will Redmond.
Right on. There's some burst on that one.
He's a reserve safety, but he's probably playing over Darnell Savage, who I believe is out this game.
Concussion, right? No. 2nd and 3 at midfield. Stafford back to pass. Ken back to Galladay. Oh, we want Jones. We're rooting for Perp Mouse. We want some Jones receptions here.
Yeah. And with the game script, it's not looking like...
yeah, the game script is looking tough.
But we'll see. First quarter isn't even finished yet.
7 for 8 for 157 yards from Matthew Stafford.
That's a decent start.
You have carry on, don't you? In fantasy?
I do, yeah. I need 7 or 8 fantasy points from him tonight to...
He already got it, I think.
I don't think he has it quite yet. There you go.
There's 11. There's 11.
Because I got Marvin Jones.
We just need that nine more times.
Blake Martinez with the missed tackle.
That's rare. Blake Martinez is one of the league leaders in single tackles.
I hope so. He's the only linebacker that plays.
12 to 1, $60 though. 12 to 1 seems like a reasonable odd set.
$12 to 1 does seem pretty reasonable for...
I think it's actually... I would have taken that. Are they still playing turn down to what in the stadium?
They sure are.
Oh, jeez. I'm good on that. End of the first quarter, 10-0 Lions. This is great. Yeah, I mean...
Anytime you're betting a 12 to 1, it's pretty much a wing it bet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's expected value that's positive and negative. But you could have the same expected value on a 12 to 1 as on a 1 to 1 bet, but the variance is extremely high on a 12 to 1 bet. Because, I mean, realistically, if you're getting positive expected value, you're expected to lose that bet, I don't know, like 11.5 times out of 12.
So, Fat Guy, I always get confused. How does this over-under work, like the Price is Right?
What is the Price is Right rules? The closest to without going over. How did you really didn't watch Price is Right growing up?
I watched it a bunch, but I, for some reason, can't get it in my head.
Oh, thank you, Randy. If you made that much, we're really jazzed for you. Well, it's the fun thing is about... Is people in the comment section, the ones that don't follow us very much, whenever we bet against the Patriots, we get all this hate, right? But they don't understand that it's not just it's a one game in a group of many, and you got to ride it out throughout the season. Our bets, we pick them right 55% of the time, roughly 56% of the time. That means you're going to lose 44%. So there's no lock, there's no secret formula. It's just consistent betting. And if you've won 10 dimes, you've done pretty well. You've followed us. We've had a good season so far. So, what are we at right now?
Overall, we're 10 games above.
We're 10 games above. Yeah, which is pretty. I'm happy with that.
50, 40, and 1 through 91 games.
50, 40, and 1. That's fantastic. 150 lost 40. It's there. Yeah, it was pretty good. We all got fat on that week. Week 4 was really good. I think we went 12-3. That was crusher. That was good.
That was an excellent.
That was a good week.
Otherwise, we've been pretty much 50-50, but those are the weeks that...
They are screened at Johnson here, and this is going to be a big one for about 20. We're for the most part on the same team. I take a lot of I bookmake a little bit, to be honest, guys. Big Rye, he'll bet it on his own too as well, but for the most part we're on the same team. So the Lions are in the red zone again. And I've taken bets for years. Yeah, oh yeah, Randy, for sure. I've taken bets for years, and that's kind of a part of where this strategy develops. Is like I see where the regular Joes, the squares, pick, and they're just wrong. Like, wherever they put their money, they pick the wrong team generally, and they take the worst line. It's just pretty easy. Just be on the wrong side or other side of that. Here we go, boys. Lions driving.
That's exactly what it is, Perp. That's
exactly what it is. Pretty much figure out that guy at work. That guy at work that talks a lot about how he knows football. Do the opposite of what that guy is. It's about the right prices and the getting dogs at the right price. Touchdown! Oh, knocked out the last second by Adrian Amos.
I think it was the ground that made that one come out. Hawkinson's looked pretty good to start his career.
The ground did make it come out.
Perp took the Jets. He took Dallas.
He didn't reply. Weird. Yeah, weird.
He didn't reply.
Weird. But
they'll have their weeks too, so I wouldn't rub it in too badly. But long-term overall, you're always going to do better.
Yeah, a two-game sample, it's small, but long-term, if you're taking, big points and he's laying big points, you're just generally going to do better. Oh, 5-yard penalty. What a killer. Delay of game. That's such a easy thing to beat or to avoid.
Randy says both you have a connection with the size guys.
Oh, yeah. You mean the bigger bettors? I would say that the guy that mentored me is he's a 7-figure a weekend better, but that's mostly college. And those guys, they just play volume. They don't even watch sports, oddly enough. And they just look for the right number. And that's really what you have to do for the most part. That's offside. Stafford should have chucked it up then, that being said. Yeah, you got to rub it in for sure, Perp. Because those guys are always indignant, always. I used to run I was a foreman years ago, and I used to run parlay sheets with all the underling guys. And all of them would take favorites. And I remember the first week I did it, I lost $800, and I brought it all out with 20s, and I paid them right in front of everyone. And then everybody in the lunchroom, 40 guys were betting with me every week. The problem was no one won another parlay for the next 14 weeks. So that one day, that one misinformation of run bad was perfect because it gave people confidence that you could just bet favorites and win, and that's not how it works. Here we go. Stafford. Screen. Oh. Sorry, fade. Why did I say screen? All right, looks like the Lions are going to settle for a field goal. Still 13-0. Nothing to shake at, especially when you're a dog.
It's an excellent start. What's going on, Wook? You're tightening up on your handicapping?
You got to define that, Wook. What do you mean by that? Because you do well. You're a winner overall. Look, you're 45-45. That's all right. You're gonna get there. Don't worry. I'm confident you're gonna finish at 54%, which is gonna be good. All right, 13-0 Lions. Wow. Yeah, that's Perp. That's the way to look at it. Yeah, and you're obviously enjoying it too. Let's be real.
Yeah.
So even if you break even, you've at least got some entertainment utils out of it.
And take this same advice and put it towards everything you do in life. Just go against the grain. Do what other people aren't doing.
Yep. I mean, just think about it from a...
Under 20 for halftime is looking good.
I think 13-0. I don't know how much time's left.
I want to say there's still like 9 or 10 minutes left in the second half, or in this second.
What movie is this? Doctor Sleep? Oh, it's a Steve King book. That's a Tim and Eric joke. Steve King. Man, Canadian TSN. Sorry, our Sportsnet network up in Canada is just like the most pathetic. They don't have the rights for hockey or anything, and they only have a couple football games. So I'm just curious how they even survive. And their shows are garbage. Not that we watch sports shows, you or I either, but. Well, I think we'll sprinkle it in. I think we do have a best bet of the week, so I think we're gonna sprinkle that one in.
I've been thinking about putting that out on Friday, where we get a little better look at what the percentages are doing. And
we actually have both of us have a lot more time this month. The stars are kind of aligning, so we're gonna be sprinkling some stuff in. I don't know exactly how it's gonna work, but
people have requested that we do power rankings, that we do best bets. Continue to do our pick videos, as well as some kind of like how-tos or more kind of like not betting 101, but like a step further.
Yeah, betting 202, I think. The next class, you kind of be like go to class with Commenticate, but I think the next, I'm personally probably going to end up starting to work on the do's and don'ts more or less of parlays, which is usually don't, but there are instances where you can do it. Oh man, Lions kicked out of bounds, putting the Packers in business. Oh, what is sprinkle it in? We might highlight it is what I'm saying when we mention our bet in the pick video. Oh, Mickey Hill's back. Monday night party.
Are you ready for some football? What's going on, Mickey? Hopefully you're on Detroit tonight. It's been a good start for the Lions. Matt Patricia's Lions.
This looks like a hold. That looked like a brutal hold. Is it just me? Yeah, go Lions. Everyone's on the Lions. Yeah, okay, good. Finally that hold got called. Oh, the Nationals are up on the Cardinals. Interesting. David Bakhtiari of all guys too, eh? Arguably the best pass protection player in the league.
I hate that they've got a ticker up on this game.
Yeah, like why? And this is the paid one. It's the paid stream that we have. What a pass by Aaron Rodgers to Geronimo Allison. That was incredible. What a pass, man.
They've got that ticker up for anybody on the...
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense, though. I paid Dazin for this.
Well, they're just using TSN's feed.
I know, but that's not... That's how it works. Anyways.
Well, it just shows you why this partnership is terrible.
Yeah.
ESPN is the one that's actually doing it.
Yeah.
So it's the original feed.
Rodgers has a lot of time. Wow. Rodgers looking for a flag, but a little bit of an errant throw. Inside zone run from Jones, or a counter rather. First down. There's a flag though. Holding offense. What a drive killer always. 74. Elgton Jenkins. Elgton, that's an interesting name.
That's weak.
I don't know. That was kind of weak. That's kind of weak. I'm on the Lions, but Oh, LaFleur is bad omen. He's not wearing the white jacket today.
Well, the Packers are in their all-white jerseys.
Kumro with a reception. Sweet flow Kumaro.
I know we're not guys who really care about wide receivers, but not having Devontae Adams is kind of a blow for this.
Yeah. Because the drop-off's reasonable to Valdez Scantling. Third and 6, A-Rod. Lots of time again in the pocket. Finds Kumaro, is going to scamper for just a first down.
And even despite 2 holding calls on this drive, they've managed to stay on schedule.
Yeah.
And Packers got another first down.
Does help. They gave pass rush isn't getting there against Aaron Rodgers, but I got to be honest, usually that's a death sentence. But the secondary is keeping stride for stride with every receiver on the Packers. The problem is, though, is this type of thing is going to diminish over time. This will get bad in the fourth quarter. So I can understand some of Boss Lions' fears. Oh, Jamal Williams able to spin his way for a 6-yard gain. But that ball was grabbed pretty tightly by Jarrett Davis and could have came out. 2nd and 4 for the Pack. This is... Oh! Aaron Jones dropped an easy touchdown. Every Which Way But Loose? What movie is that? Clint Eastwood, I think. Almost certain that's Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood, yeah.
So 3rd and 5 for the Packers from the Detroit 33-yard line. Flag on the play, or possibly a timeout.
It looks like a timeout.
Right turn, Clyde.
Right. I barely remember that. It's one of those movies I watched on TV when I was a kid. I can't remember, though. Yes, I remember that now. Yes, I remember. Yeah, they fight the biker gang. I love Clint Eastwood. That guy's a badass. Total badass. Yeah, I remember now. It's just been so long, 20 years, I'd say, for me. At least. Big Rye doesn't even know who Clint Eastwood is, so it doesn't matter.
It's that guy that yells people on his lawn, right?
Yeah, he doesn't like people on his lawn. That guy.
Clive the orangutan.
Yeah. Vicky Hill's got good pop culture polls too.
Yeah. Right up your alley.
That is my style. Oh, we got an interesting matchup. Williams versus 52, the linebacker. Oh, another drop by Geronimo Allison. There's a flag, though.
And another good play by Justin Coleman.
It's against the Lions by the way the crowd's cheering. Holding defense, 5-yard first down.
Oh, that's brutal. Jimmy Graham slips on the play.
Yeah.
It makes up.
There was contact. I mean, but that was 1 yard from the line, so
it makes up for that holding call.
I guess, but that's not really how it works. 2 wrong, don't make a right, Big Rye. 1st and 10 from the 28 Packers.
Looks like the Packers receivers had a mix-up on a crossing pattern. Jimmy Graham and Geronimo Allison ran into each other.
Feel like that field looks slippery with that slip from Matt Stafford and Jimmy Graham just now, and a couple guys losing their footing already. Oh, I just saw a shameful thing on Matt Patricia's play sheet. A new symbol of hate, apparently, the American flag. That's my favorite one.
Big first down from Jamal
We're in the
Williams.
same seats, Mickey, but Big Rye thought, because it's... You explain the technicals of it.
I just reversed us. So in case we do shit like this and show you guys beat the sports book or whatever, you can actually read it. It's not upside down or backwards or flipped.
Yeah. And that way when they say the guy on the left is wrong, they're talking about Big Rye for once.
Yeah.
Why don't they just say the big fat guy is wrong? That way you can't get it wrong.
That's what I keep saying.
1st and 10. Inside run with Williams. That looks a little violent. I like that. I'd like to see more of that from Jamal Williams. I actually prefer him over Aaron Jones, even though that sounds nuts. Because you get that added pass blocking. Because Jamal Williams is probably a top 5 pass blocker in the league at his position. It's kind of important. That's why he was drafted, more or less, out of Penn State, I believe.
Yeah, Jamal Williams, just a good player overall. A running back that I really like.
I mean, you're not going to get incredible chunk plays out of him, but you're going to get grinding, and you're going to get pass blocking. So, Kumaro in motion, 2nd and 5. Oh, it's a weird screen that didn't work. Looked like a miscommunication. Rodgers just isn't in sync with his team. I don't think this. It's a lot of young guys, and he's a bit wily of a veteran. That looked like a lazy pass, though.
It was just a broken play. It looked like
It was a broken play, yeah.
It looked like he threw it away.
Trey Flowers looks like a boss, but he's been gobbled up in this game. Another hard count from Rodgers that doesn't seem to garner offside from a team. Oh, man. Rodgers hits Jimmy Graham on the hands, and it's dropped. He looks pissed again. They're going to have to settle for a field goal. That's good for Randy's under.
Aaron Rodgers has to be really upset. That's two touchdown throws that he's made that have both been dropped in the end zone.
And that ball is in about the best spot it could possibly be. Only Graham can catch it. There's no chance of an interception, more or less.
Mason Crosby doesn't have the impressive tips that Matt Prater has.
There's a flag.
And it looks like the Packers' drive is going to stay alive.
Too many men on the field. Are you guys for real? On 4th down? What are you doing? This is just... Oh. When I talked about coaching, that always bothered me. Procedural stuff is unforgivable. And although Matt Patricia's had a good start to this year, I would say, it's this kind of crap, man. The delay a game earlier in this game and this. Like, you can't even get substitutions right. What are you doing? And the thing, too, it's not like you're subbing in-game. You're subbing your base defense for your special teams. How does that get screwed up? What a joke here.
It's a 4-point mistake.
That's a 4-point mistake. No, probably more. 4.5, because what if he misses? That's a big deal, assuming they get it. Jamal Williams with another power run, really grinding.
Jake's asking if Antonio Brown
JJ,
the Packers.
I don't know. That guy's got a pretty big X on him, but talent-wise, sure. Antonio Brown anywhere would make sense here. They got a lot of money tied up in Adams, but
it'd be very un-Packer-like to sign Antonio
it'd be unlikely, yeah. But what if you could get him for veteran minimum? That's what I always think. Yeah, Randy's not pleased with that penalty, which is I am going to have to agree. 2nd and goal
I can't tell if he's talking about the call or Antonio Brown. But either way, he's right.
Yeah. Jamal Williams getting in. Touchdown pack. Now, I got to say, I actually think Jamal Williams is going to be better against this Lions team than Aaron Jones is. Because this is more of a grind for yardage type spot.
Well, Aaron Jones looks like he got punished for that fumble.
And dropped touchdown pass. Don't forget that.
That's true. And Aaron Rodgers gets his touchdown pass on that play.
Nice run. What a dumb play.
Are you allowed to have that many guys on one side what the Lions just did?
I'm not sure. Allowed. I don't know if they know the rules either, so I don't know if I can use them as a beacon.
That Lions safety 32 didn't do a very good job bringing him down. Tavon Wilson. Well, that's a big mistake from Patricia.
Maybe it's not his fault, but regardless, he's the guy at the top, and I'm going to blame him. A substitution penalty like that is unforgivable. That drive felt like a long one.
It's because it was. Perp says, all right, boys, I got a jet to work on that midnight grind. Good luck on the games.
Good luck,
See you guys
pal.
next weekend for some games. Cheers, and thanks for the tips. No problem, Perp. And make sure you get a hold of that friend. Really rub it in.
Yeah. Really give him a pie in the face.
Yeah. Have a good shift, man. Every Which Way But Loose. Maybe we should watch that between commercial breaks. You can pretty much watch a movie between all these commercials.
I know you could.
Maybe we can watch all the sex scenes from The Room.
From The Room, yep. Actually, who has that kind of time?
Oh, hi, Mark. All right, guys. What's the when Jeff Roblo joins us later? What's the over under on the temperature of his hot tub in Fahrenheit?
I'm gonna say it's 101 is the over under. We've had it at 98, 99, 101, and 102. I feel like it's rare for a hot tub to be less than 100 degrees. So 101 is a push with I'm gonna say slight juice on the over.
I'm gonna go with 100.
You're taking under?
I want everyone picking numbers. We're gonna see who's closest. or who's on top of it. Mickey
101,
Hill's got
yeah.
101. I got 100.
Here we go. 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Lions.
What's going on, Zivono?
Went excellent so far for the Lions. We're all annoyed because everyone in the group has the Lions, and they had too many men on the field penalty during a field goal block on 4th and 5, which led to a touchdown. Just a really, really big gaffe. So it's 13-7. It's great, but I mean, ugh. Like, how do you do that? Nice. We're going to have 3rd and 4 here. That was just a nice play by J.D. McKissic.
Had to double check if you were wearing a shirt.
Nice play to Galladay. 1st down, Lions. Oh, I feel like Demi Moore in that movie with Burt Reynolds. What's it called?
I don't know. Pretty Woman?
That's Julia Roberts, you goof. Striptease. Who hasn't seen that movie before?
Isn't that Jesse's in that movie, right?
Who? Oh, Elizabeth Berkley? No, she's in Showgirls.
It's hard to keep up.
Star Wars 9 trailer. Oh, Stafford with this weird pitch to J.D. McKissic that didn't work out.
Is the Star Wars 9 trailer coming out? Is that even a thing? Star Wars 9?
I don't know anything about Star Wars.
What bothers me more is when coaches do things like not going for 2 when down by 5. Or
Yeah.
That's upsetting.
My procedural penalties, and then not going for 4th down and not going for 2. All of those things. McVay never goes for 2, which I find weird. I'm just hoping that he knows something that we don't. Like maybe settling for 1 is better. I don't know, but I don't think the math supports it. What's that?
He doesn't go for 4th downs either, like 4th and short. He was, I think, 2nd least.
Here we go. Oh, fast snap here. 3rd and 8.
Real Poet says that he saw Mark Hamill with baseball cap.
And Boba Fett. Timeout Packers. 13-7 Lions. 5:22 remaining. 3rd and 8.
Where is Chewbacca?
I don't know. I don't have enough hair on my back to be Chewbacca, but I'll try and grow some.
Maybe we can call Hassan and Wong, and they might be able to do like an emergency
service. They could. They use the hair from my ass.
There you go.
That's a Fletch line. I love Fletch. Here we go. 3rd and 8. They're like a wishbone type formation. That looks offside here. I think it's a false start on the Lions. Jeez, you want to talk about shooting yourself in the foot? You just had a timeout. Graham Glasgow. This guy sounds like a real poet. He's very cryptic.
I'd watch Star Wars 9 if it was just Chewbacca eating pizzas for 2 hours.
Yeah. It's a Spaceballs thing. Pizza the Hut. Ate himself to death.
Sounds about right.
Here we go. 3rd and 13. That might be a horse collar, though, from the sack by Zadarius Smith. I can't believe he's celebrating so much. Yeah, that was a great play. They're still down. Like, nice play by Zadarius Smith. That looked like a horse collar. His hand is inside his equipment. That is a horse collar. I mean, it's a pretty soft one, but I mean, it is. All right, Lions punt. Ooh, excellent punt from Sam Martin. Pack to get the ball at the 6-yard line.
Real Poet, real excited about this Star Wars trailer.
Yeah.
Oh. It's going to debut next week at halftime.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's the significance of it?
Thanks for the heads up, Real Poet. I know the fat guy and I will be penciling in. October 21st at halftime or something. Pats, Jets.
I didn't watch the last one. I'm 31. I don't know. I think I'm good. I did like it when I was a kid. I can't blame myself. Those movies were great.
And the movie comes out right before Christmas. Well, good to know. Even Randy knows it's a must-see.
Just like Randy.
I can feel it when you walk. Maybe we can do a Star Wars picks video.
You could gamble on Star Wars props. I forget what it was though, but they seem to be doing that on every movie.
I lost big money on Game of Thrones betting the White Walkers would be on the throne at the end, but hey, can't win them all.
Aaron Jones back in running. Jones having a rough game after a 4-touchdown outing versus the Cowboys. Nice run by Jones. Just short of the first down.
Jake wants to see some theme pick videos.
The Christmas special might happen.
There you go.
We're not very festive for our own Thanksgiving.
I don't know. You've done a lot of body work.
Yeah, I've put a lot of weight on for it.
I didn't mind the Game of Thrones ending. Fat guy didn't watch Game of Thrones, so he doesn't.
I don't know. I don't even know anybody in it. Never seen it. I'm so contrarian, it extends to my entertainment choices.
Yeah.
Valdez Scantling looks hurt. Oh, he got rolled up on. Lucky for him, it's not a lineman, so I'm sure he's got a lot more flexibility. But that looks, yikes.
That one looks more painful than bad. I think he'll be back.
Third and 1. Jamal Williams in at running back, and that's the guy you want, able to move the chains.
I'm surprised the Packers on offense are actually kind of winning this line of scrimmage battle.
Yeah. Matt LaFleur looks like a prison goof.
I was going to say, if you look like Matt Patricia, maybe I look like the other prison goof one.
Yeah. Matt
LaFleur. I seem like a LaFleur kind of guy.
You do. Well, you have a super handsome guy, Big Rye. You have the haircut of Richard Spencer and the face of Gary Ridgway. Cool guy.
Didn't catch that. I think I should do the show with something over my mouth so people can't lip read what I'm
Lip
saying.
read? Oh, okay. That can be arranged.
I could be like Wilson.
Rush gets to Rodgers, and he throws it away.
Rodgers has been pretty pouty lately.
He has been. They brought in someone to replace Valdez Scantling, Lazard. I don't know who that is. Pretty thin at the skill position. The Packers are 3rd and 8 at their own 21. Blitz got picked up. Oh, I'm surprised Allison didn't fumble it because he got hit hard twice.
It's Alan Lazard. Looks like he came from the practice squad from Jacksonville.
That's pretty slim pickings. Speaking of which, T. Boone Pickens died recently.
Who did?
T. Boone Pickens.
I don't know who that is.
Oil investor and tycoon. Big booster for Oklahoma State University. He was a Cowboy.
Awesome. They also have Darius Shepard playing snaps, who's a undrafted free agent. But they're rolling with Geronimo Allison and Jake Kumaro as their 1-2 punch going into for the rest of this game.
I can think of an idea of why they picked up Lazard. Because when did Lazard come in the league?
Looks like last year. May 2018 is when he signed as a free agent.
Because Nathaniel Hackett used to be offensive coordinator of the Jacksonville Jags.
Makes sense. Guy that he liked.
I'm not sure if the timing matches up though.
When did Hackett come over?
Well, this is Matt LaFleur's first year, so
I have a hard time believing Nathaniel Hackett spelt with 3 T's, but I'll give the website a break. Yeah, he would have been with Hackett last year as the offensive coordinator.
Of the Jags?
Yep.
Yeah.
So good call there.
There's some fat guy knowledge for you.
Thanks for dropping some knowledge instead of dropping some pounds.
Every time I do, it just things like this weekend just really really hurt the old waistline.
Randy likes Jacksonville next week. How about us?
No, it's Cincinnati. I like Cincinnati.
At Cincinnati, they're going to be 3-point favorites on the road. And we're going to be on Cincinnati.
We'll be taking Cincinnati there.
Jacksonville's still riding high. Cincinnati is a buy low.
Yeah, and 3 points on the road. I like Jacksonville against New Orleans. I'm surprised they didn't win that one. Oh. Second and third, 45-yard line. Inside run by Williams, who's gone really far with this. Wow. All the way to the 9-yard line. Williams looks way more secure with the ball in his hands. Kind of slow from the Lions here.
Another missed tackle.
Tough game by Wilson, eh? Yeah. Holy. Who is it? Darius Slay went for the strip. I like Darius Slay. Always going for big plays.
So now for Green Bay, it comes more down to clock management. Detroit only has one timeout left. I expect some running plays from Green Bay, at least the next two.
It's 9-yard line. 10-yard line, rather. Quick hitter play to Darius Shepard.
And this is going to be a hold on Jimmy Graham.
I thought number 10 was Equanimous St. Brown. I thought that was his number. Or was that Trevor Davis?
He's not on the team anymore. Trevor Davis not on the team as well. So
I know Trevor Davis got traded to the Raiders.
Yeah.
I don't know did St. Brown get released with an injury settlement?
Probably something like that. I'd have to look up the history. It looks like Geronimo Allison was the one with the hold. So this brings him back. I'd still run the ball one more time or do one of these quick hitter plays again. They just need to keep this clock moving. You don't want to give Detroit any more possessions.
Well, they only need to run once, or at least they only need to be inbounds once. I don't think it's a huge deal, but wow, they're going 5 wide. Aaron Jones at receiver. There's no one on him. You could hit him right here, and he does.
He does.
And Jones really makes a meal out of it. And okay, Jones goes down inbounds.
Clock stopped. Detroit used their last
Detroit used a timeout.
So there's still a minute left on this clock. 1:01 to be exact. 2nd and goal for the Green Bay Packers.
I think you just don't worry about play selection. Just try and do what's the best chance of giving you a touchdown. Rodgers going for it all. Too far, Geronimo Allison, who hit pretty hard in the back end of the field.
Rodgers pretty much threw that away because they're in a too deep safety look. The most dangerous thing there is if he runs the ball, but he decided against it.
He's still on the Packers. I think he's on IR then. He's on IR. Equanimous St. Brown.
And he rocks 19 at the moment. So the Packers kind of
nailed it in a little bit to get a guaranteed 3 points. I'm
okay with this decision.
I disagree. I think you have Aaron Rodgers. You give it a chance. I know it's unlikely, but he's smart enough not to turn it over.
LaFleur talking to the referees, asking to take a timeout with 1 second left. I'm happy with the Packers' clock management here. I know the fat guy isn't happy that they aren't trying to go for touchdowns here at the end, but an incompletion there leaves 40, 50 seconds on the clock for Detroit to come back and possibly get a...
With no timeouts, good luck to him.
It's
against his defense, it's fine. I'd rather the chance of a touchdown with Aaron Rodgers than the chance of... than worrying about a chance of the other team scoring points. Ooh. No, it looks like you lost, Randy. That's unfortunate, pal. What a play stepping up there by Sam Darnold, eh?
It's 5 points for tonight.
Yeah. Yes, JJ, that makes sense. Nah, I never make personally in-game bets, so I can't recommend anything. That's for sure. Unfortunately, I'd love to, but it's just not gonna happen. 13-10, head to halftime, everyone. Oh.
The fat guy and I like to really take our time and enjoy this Genesis halftime show, but I want to give a shout out to our number one sponsor, and that's Hooters. Hooters, the restaurant.
I thought it was Peckers, man.
Well, once Peckers is open, but it's not open yet. I've looked.
Sure.
So shout out to Hooters. It's the best place to grab some wings and look at some tits. That's Hooters with 2 O's.
I'm muting the halftime show. I don't know who it is or what it is. I'm just assuming it's bad.
Up.
No, it's not going to happen.
Turn it up. Halftime show is the best part of this game. Next week, the halftime show is going to be the Star Wars 9 trailer. I know everybody's excited for that. And in between the trailer, there's going to be a football game between Sam Darnold's New York Jets and Tom Brady's New England Patriots.
What's going on here, big guy?
It's a bit. Just let me do this.
It's got weird things on my computer. We ever use that one?
I don't think we ever have. That's a pretty good one. Jake Jacob says Buffalo versus Miami or Patriots at Jets for Survivor this week. I want to see Buffalo for... He wants to save Buffalo for Week 9 versus the Redskins, but I don't like taking a road team even if it's the Patriots.
Interesting. Big Rye, he likes taking weird ones like bizarre ones. Let's put it that way.
I'll tell you what I'd take. You give me a second.
I'll tell you what I would take. This sounds nuts. What I'm about to say, this sounds really nuts. I don't think San Fran could lose that game. The thing about those is I like the idea of eliminating everyone. I kind of like Detroit next week. Detroit at home to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Green Bay. Oak on the road in Green Bay. I like Green Bay. There you go. That's who I'm taking. Because Green Bay won't be taken by that many people. So if you get a big upset from Washington, or if you get an upset from Washington or somehow the Jets, you're gonna be able to knock everyone out. I like taking the third one. I'm taking Green Bay. That'll be my survivor next week.
These would be my 3 picks: Dallas, Chicago, or Tennessee. Yeah, Randy realized now that he lost that.
Well, that's unfortunate.
At halftime, but he's still in the game.
Yeah, Dallas isn't a bad one either. I like Green Bay's I'm pretty confident with. Not that Oakland isn't capable. It's just got some sweet hair going on.
Looking good.
I'd buzz it off, but then I have like a pure prison cut, right? A little upstairs, downstairs.
You should just shave the size of your heads and leave the top.
I'll leave the top. Get like a... Yeah, we do go risky, Jake. We big time do. I like Green Bay.
You gotta risk the biscuit, as they like to say.
If I shaved the side of my head and left the top, I'd look like Heinrich Himmler plus 20 pounds.
Pull it up. Let's see this.
You don't know Heinrich Himmler? You got it right there.
No, I want you to...
Want me to show you the version of what I'm talking about? I got it.
Because I'll show it for the stream.
You're going to show a Nazi war criminal on stream?
Whatever. Heinrich Himmler?
Yeah, that's what I would look like if you shaved the sides off. Look at him. See? Told you.
No, you wouldn't look like
He's got like that weird egg head. Yeah, he does.
You should go for like the Dr. Steve Brule look.
That's what I'm going with. He's got curly hair though. Like that's...
Yeah, but you got to get this kind of hair and then shave
I gotta blow it out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, fortunately for me and John C. Reilly don't exactly have the same follicle retention problem.
I don't know. I get more creative. Go for like the reverse mohawk look.
Reverse mohawk? Okay. What are you going to show me some brochures? See, that's all you stuff. See, this is cool guy stuff that you would do. See, I want to be inconspicuous here. Yeah, old man hairstyles. There you go. Those guys are cooler than the ones before.
Here you go. This guy looks Greek.
That guy looks weird. Why do they have a picture of Jude Law here? And then old man hairstyles and some dude with a neck tattoo. Yeah, that's Edmund Kemper. Real guy, too. He's got 2 inches on me and a couple IQ points. Not that many. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I totally do.
You talk like Ed Kemper, too.
I do talk like Ed Kemper.
There you go.
Wow, that's bad news for my mom. I'm going to be paying her a visit later, I think.
Oh, holy. Yeah, that's something.
Yeah, sorry, Mom. Every serial killer seems to have a big issue with their mom.
I think you should go for the Ed Kemper look.
I think I'm already doing that, pal.
No, you could go one step further.
Poor mom sphincter.
Yeah. He used to cut off the heads, right, and have his way with them.
No, that's I don't think he did anything that gruesome. That's a Jeffrey Dahmer thing, I think.
I'm pretty sure it was Kemper.
Who's Eddie? Old Eddie? A lot of serial killer talk on this. Holy. Now, mind you, it is one of my fascinations for sure. Mickey Hill isn't much different, I don't think. Mindhunter kind of turned you over a little bit. Yeah, you look like Gary Ridgway.
There we go. As a joke, you should just go to the hairdresser and ask them to thin out your hair.
Yeah.
And then go hang out with Baldy.
They'll go, yeah. Our friend has a comb over. He wants me to troll him even more than I already do, which is pretty hard. Oh, that's so funny. That guy who made the joke in our video made me laugh for like 20 minutes.
There you go. I'm telling you, man, just go for the afro look.
I don't have... look, I'm going to end up looking like, what's his name? Phil Spector. Why are all those guys cool? Yeah, we do have Halloween costumes covered now.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I love, dude, about the neck tattoo thing? Like, find me a Fortune 500 CEO with a guy with a neck tattoo.
Oh, there you go.
Dude, that guy looks like an extra in an all-male cast video.
I think you should just grow it out. You could look like this Theo guy. Theo Theodorides.
Yeah.
Go for one of these old, the ancient haircuts.
Yeah, maybe that'll be better. That'll work.
Just curl the bottoms.
Ed Kemper and Gary Ridgway. Sweet crew.
I wouldn't mess with them.
I wouldn't. Ed Kemper's a genius. That actually makes sense with the dynamics between us.
And Gary Ridgway has glasses.
Yeah, Gary Ridgway huff paint chips.
Wow, that's really close to home.
Yeah, he is. He's a big man. I'm only 6'6". Ed Kemper is 6'8". We're about the same weight.
I really enjoyed Mindhunters, and mainly because of the Ed Kemper scenes.
Yeah, he's a wild one. He's a real wild one. Wild one.
There you go.
Yeah, why? There wasn't that much chicken, you goof.
Oh, I didn't even see you eat it.
Yeah, because look at me. I could swallow that whole thing.
Yeah. Did you eat it in here or out there?
I ate it in there, out there.
That's perfect. I guess it's pretty bite-sized, right? You can just grab it.
Yeah, it's like 3 of them are. One's a regular person bite size.
There was rice too.
Yeah, I know. I didn't eat any rice though. Yeah, that sauce is bleh. Sorry, we're arguing over food as usual. No. I was actually a really good athlete. We didn't have soccer. We weren't allowed, or sorry, football. Like it just wasn't around where I was. I played soccer. I was actually a pretty fast guy because when I played soccer, I was only 210. So I was pretty fast. So and I was pretty for because I was 6'4" in grade 10. So it's a pretty big kid. So I had a bit of a size advantage. So yeah, my dad's Greek, so you kind of had that was like the choice you had. I kickboxed and boxed though in high school, and that was something else I was good at. The weight didn't come after until I got like a pretty horrific knee injury, and then and it just packed on. I mean, yeah, in theory though, I would have loved to have played something like tight end. I can't throw or anything. Like lineman makes sense, but I was never this weight until probably 4 years ago. Yeah, I went from I got knee surgery, and I went from 220 to 300 pretty quick. I would have loved to though. I love football. Like it's just the aggression part too. Never got a chance. High school sports too isn't like heralded in Canada. Like people don't care as much. So which is unfortunate though. That's something I like about the culture of the United States. We don't have it. Big Rye was actually a really good basketball player, even though he's 5'5" or whatever the hell he is. He's a tiny man. What are you rolling with?
Calling me a good basketball player is like calling Tom Brady a good sprinter.
You were a good basketball player for around here. Obviously, if you played anyone from the United States, you got annihilated.
Yeah, there was this awesome thing that happened. We live pretty close to the U.S. border on the West Coast, so we're close to Seattle, and we had when we were kids, we had some people come up from Seattle to play soccer against us, and our team beat them like 20-0. Like it wasn't even close. But then we played basketball after, and they killed us. Like it might as well have been like 100-0
Yeah.
how we played. So it's funny how you can go from playing two different sports, and the athletes are so much different.
The risk of brain damage, yeah. I mean,
At the high level, it's really dangerous. If for all of us to play, like you're not going to get brain injuries. It's just not.
I mean, you could. I don't know. For me, it was different though. As I was the biggest and meanest kid when in our where we lived, so like I was never worried about that. But I can't imagine it's good.
Yeah, Americans do suck at soccer.
Yeah, it's brutal at it. Yeah,
Canadians are not much better. So.
we're not. Yeah, we're not much better, but I would say that we are.
What's going on, Greg? How are you doing tonight? Yeah, I think a lot of parents would discourage their kids from playing
Yeah,
football now.
ours are big. Oh, you eating that treats of pizza I brought over?
Yeah, I've never had one of these.
Yeah.
Are they good?
It was good, yeah. I mean, I'm really going to hate on sweets. That's never going to happen.
Greg said he's doing well. I'm going to pop open the
game will start again?
chat. Let's take a look. Still in commercials for me.
Yikes.
I don't know, about 30 seconds behind you.
I'm going to switch over.
Greg was never allowed to play football. Where did you grow up, Greg? The thing that those kids that we played soccer against in Seattle is they only had 3 local teams. So it was tough
That's
for them to
crazy.
even play games. Yeah, that's why they had to come up here to play against us.
And then we had how many, like 40?
Yeah.
Maybe 60?
Even more. And
Even
that's
more.
just in our little small
Yeah.
district. Lots of people play soccer here.
Just the weather's conducive for it.
Yeah, Nevada. Not a lot of chances to play football in Nevada.
I wish I was saying I like about American culture is like they get behind sport and like high school team, and we don't really do that in Canada, and I like that about American culture.
Yeah.
Canada is just like nobody cares. Literally nobody cares.
I don't think this is live, but they're showing some highlights here. Walker with the big hit on Allison. No, that is...
Oh, we're live. Beauty. Back to the broadcast.
big completion.
What a
Mercedes
catch.
Lewis.
Mercedes Lewis is getting more use than I remember in all of his time in Jacksonville. Nice ball, though, man. Even though he's wide open, that's just a perfect ball. And to be honest, he's actually almost limited with that ball. It being a little bit lower, he's discouraging him from getting like it's a good place to catch it rather than having to go up high and expose your ribs. Mercedes Lewis. Packers driving. This is bad. Aaron Jones with another carry. I was interested to see how much in the doghouse Aaron Jones was, considering he dropped a touchdown pass. And in addition to his fumble, which was quite costly as well.
He's pretty locked in as their lead back, and if anything, it'll be like a 60-40 split with Jamal Williams.
Another carry, hard-fought carry from Jones. These aren't easy numbers or easy runs. They're hard-fought runs. Ooh. That was an interesting defense. There was Jared Davis with a nice pass rush, but the other linebacker on his side did a fake rush and dropped out in coverage and cut off that middle route. Come take a look at this.
The Lions are one of the least likely teams to blitz, so for him coming Rodgers is not expecting it.
That was beautiful, though. That was a really nice play design on defense. I just feel like they should have more of those types of tricks in the bag, right? Considering they came from of the best defensive pedigrees you can get. This is a 48-yard attempt from Crosby. I'm not that confident. And it's good. Right on. Tie game.
Impressive kick from Crosby.
Remember all the struggles Crosby has had in his career? It's interesting that he still had a job, and then, I don't know, he's almost gotten better since, I guess, the prime of his career, if we can even call it that.
He's been pretty good the last couple of years.
Yeah, but he had some issues.
He was shaky before then.
Yeah. How you liking the Dairy Queen treats of pizza?
I'm enjoying it. It's good.
That's good. Yeah, absolutely. Mickey's got a good point there. Look how much the Pats D is. Because you know what? Why I'm going to double down on that comment. Because you can obviously say, like...
Flores, too.
Yeah. But the Pats' personnel hasn't improved. I would say it's maybe even gotten worse. Like, who have they really added? They lost Trey Flowers. I guess, is Stephon Gilmore better now than he... Like, not... I don't know. I just think the Pats D, you could say this year, but the easy competition the Pats D has played this year, Pats D was instrumental in them winning the Super Bowl last year.
And you're fooling yourself if you think Patricia or Flores are the guys running those defenses. It's Belichick.
Yeah,
Belichick's
absolutely.
the defensive guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
He cares way more about that defense than he does the offense. So it really is. It's a Belichick.
Well, the offense is time of possession based, more or less, right? Or to put points on. I mean, last year they in the playoffs they were able to the time possession. I mean, Sony Michel had the most rushing yards in the postseason, and the quick hitter passes to Edelman and the short ones were able to keep them on the field. I mean, that's how they were able to beat the Chiefs. Obviously, some of the Chiefs scores were fortuitous, but they had the Chiefs on the ropes. If Chiefs didn't get a interception in the end zone at the beginning of the game, I mean, that could have been all she wrote. Curtains for the Chiefs. Excellent game plan in the playoffs.
What's really been impressive from the Patriots as far as defense is concerned is how well the secondary's played.
And they had that over-under with Crossan and J.C. Jackson against Tyreek Hill, limiting him to just one big catch. So, yeah, Chiefs did, yeah, so going back to what Mickey Hill said, their D has improved despite losing Flores and Patricia because, I mean, I guess maybe Belichick's more hands-on. We don't have that information, but I think it's fair to assume. All right, the Lions got the ball at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10. I'd like a touchdown for the Lions. It'd be great. Nice stop. What happened to Kyler Fackrell?
He's there. He's like a situational rotation.
No, I get that, but I mean, it's just... He had almost a breakout year last year.
Yeah.
And he's kind of taken a back seat. I mean...
Well, they just brought in two guys that are better, so...
I get that. I just thought it would have been more encompassing. 2nd and 9. Looks like another run, but this is going to be a false start. Kerryon Johnson looks like he shot out of a cannon each time he carries the ball. False start on 82. That's got to be a tight end. Yeah, Logan Thomas.
Is it Logan Thomas?
Allison is hurt now. Wow, they're getting real thin at receiver there.
He took a pretty good shot from Walker on that.
Yeah.
Detroit on defense is really going to be able to focus on stopping the run.
Stafford is able to hit Hawkinson. This crowd is pretty into this. Feels like a classic. I'm hoping not a Lions fall apart. You never know, though. 3rd and 9. 22.5-yard line. Max protection, and they still get blitzed. Still get a sack. Preston Smith, the Smith brothers.
They brought 6 guys.
And they're Fackrell, squeaky wheel gets the grease. Kyler Fackrell is able to help with the pressure. Yep. Oh, fumble! Oh, please, Lions, get it. Oh, this is you got to see this play, Big Rye.
Who's returning for Green Bay?
Darius Shepard was. Look at this play.
Yeah, that's just...
I actually think Green Bay gets it, but I'm hoping... Yes! Yes! Yes!
Got on it?
Bottom of the pile.
They're on the 25.
They're in business. Nice hit, though. That was nice. That was rad. That was rad. Lions ball. Lions ball. That was rad. 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Lions encroaching. Carry on in motion out to wide receiver. They should hit him right here. Step up in the pocket. Stafford overthrows what looks like to be Golladay. Oh, no, that was Logan Thomas. Really plodding run from Kerryon Johnson, which seems to be the standard so far. Fullback Bowden and Blake Martinez getting into it. I think Bowden was jealous of Martinez making $100,000 a year more than him. 3rd and 8. Wow. Stafford not able to connect with Golladay in a really tight matchup against Kevin King. That's interesting to have Kevin King one-on-one with Golladay. I like Golladay in that matchup.
So did Stafford there, but King wins this.
That ball wasn't placed properly. Lions are going to have to settle for a field goal from Just Frost My Tips, Matt Prater, who's made it from 26 and 22, and this is a 41-yard attempt. Bad snap, and it's good. Lions are up. Some of the weirdest political commercials I've ever seen. You clip your nails, they're Lestat.
Yeah, they're looking
Less vampire-y.
Yeah, it's tough to get in those circles. Everybody wants to live forever.
I can't talk through all the dead era commercials. This is brutal. Brutal. I could just insult you, but that's just redundant by this juncture.
Who's your favorite fullback?
Like ever?
No. Current.
Well, use check's the best.
I don't want to hear Jim Brown.
Jim Brown was my favorite fullback. He did play fullback.
So who's the best now?
Kyle Juszczyk. Pretty easy one, though. It's a layup.
Gabe's back on. No one gives a shit.
Nice timing, you goof. Richard Spencer haircut. Really, a shallow kick by the Lions. Interesting strategy they've employed this game, and I think they might be getting a flag going their way. I like the Lions special teams today. I got to be real. I don't remember Fred Beasley. I'm gonna look it up. See, I like learning from you guys too. He played for the Niners. I didn't know you're a Niner fan. Is it Vono? I think we all like money a little bit more, though, in winning, but yes.
First and 10
6th
for the
round
Packers
pick.
From the 10. From their own 10-yard line.
Play action. Rodgers. Oh!
Takes a sack.
Rodgers took a huge sack from Damon Harrison. A rare sack from Damon Harrison.
Usually Rodgers gets out of that. He looked like he kind of slipped. Pretty rare he takes sacks.
Mike Allstott, G. Then you can go LaRon McClain. I like LaRon McClain. Greg Jones from the Jacksonville Jags, I believe played for UCLA as a running back, oddly enough. 2nd and 16. He's going to snap the ball in his own end zone, Aaron Rodgers.
One of the best all-time, Lorenzo Neal.
Lorenzo Neal, there you go.
Tom Rathman, good Niners fullback.
I like it. Vicky Hill has a good vintage outlook on some of these. Oh, Jameez Olawale, that's around this year is all right. Here we go, 3rd and 12 from their own 7-yard line. Remember John Kuhn too for the Packers?
Yeah.
I like how they all chanted Kuhn. It could have gone wrong a lot of times.
Detroit rushes 3. They keep Davison as a spy. Luckily, Jimmy Graham's not fleet of foot and can't pick up the first down with his feet. Anyways, Beasley was known for being a tough guy who could either run the ball in short yardage situations or be the lead blocker, which the announcers said was somewhat uncommon at the time.
Oh, I think fullbacks have always had they've been dying off since in the modern era of football. It's one of the positions I prefer. I like toughness. That works for me. That's why I'm not a big receiver fan, as I'm sure you guys have noticed. Oh man, this special teams in the Lions is getting after it. Packer bounce to the opposing 34-yard line. Man, Damon Harrison's a big load. That guy's gut is huge, man. Probably has the same body type as Terrence Cody when he takes the shirt off at night.
I don't know. Terrence Cody was special. I'll bring up the Terrence Cody.
Why are you going to gross everyone out with...
Because it's something to see.
Yeah, 3 wide did kill the fullback position. I don't know. I like power, grind it out, run. That's my style. And that's just... it's not in the common NFL. Why you want to show everyone the Terrence Cody shirt off picture? Yeah. Jeez, man, really? You had to make that one bigger.
That's a pretty good headline. NFL scouts detect 2 large flaws in Terrence Cody's game.
I guy's got a nice set of tits on him.
I don't think people could quite see. I'll get it eventually.
Eddie Pizarro, Packers better win outright. I don't know. It's a very live game.
Eddie did Packers money line parlayed with under 47.
Where were you able to parlay? Where were you able to parlay the game and the under? Because that's usually not allowed because of the covariance they call it. There's too much positive correlation. So I mean
I'll see if you can.
I could understand that.
It's been so long since I've even tried to parlay a game.
Yeah, it's true. You're not putting that in the stream, are you?
No.
Zitvono, it seems that having a good offensive line is essential to any offense. That's what we believe. That's the most important thing to us. A good example of that is you just try and do it, Big Rye?
Yep.
It wouldn't let you?
Yeah, it says this wager is correlated with another wager on your ticket. Please remove restricted wagers for valid.
Yeah, they don't let you do that at Pinnacle. Yeah, Zitvono, like good example is the Colts. The Colts offense, they lost the most important single player in Andrew Luck, but their offensive line is so strong they've been able to have success. And like even though they only put up 19 against the Chiefs, they had a 65-35 time of possession, which to me is far more important. So, I mean, success of an offense isn't necessarily points. Time of possession is, I think, even more important, as long as you are scoring something at the end of it and you're ahead for the most part. What a play by Galladay.
Yeah, Stafford slipped on that. I thought it was going to be bad news because he got rid of the ball still. But his arm talent was enough to...
Arm strength. Carry on able to get what looks to be 4 yards on this run.
Oh, what an interesting play.
Jamal Agnew
with the reverse.
Is
Really well executed. The blocking could have been a little bit better, but...
I don't know. I'm calling that a big win.
Eddie had the Browns, Cardinals, Broncos, Jets, Steelers on a parlay yesterday and lost it thanks to the ship Browns.
That was. I think the Browns got jobbed. That was some bad reffing against the Browns. I hate to be a homer, but that was bad. There were 6 or 7 calls that were against them. What's that?
I keep talking about the Browns coaching. It could have been
coaching
better.
too. Coaching we already knew was bad though. Wow.
There's Fackrell with him.
Fackrell, another play.
It's tough as a running back when you can get pulled down by one hand. When you bet sports, does it make it harder to be a fan of your home team?
Yes, it makes you hard to be a true fan ever because you just, I don't know.
You look at the league a lot differently. Like, you look at games a lot more differently. It's hard to just cheer on one team and hope that team does well just blindly.
Like, I probably bet on and against the Browns about 50-50. Actually, probably bet against them more so this year. I mean,
yeah,
just because there's a lot of hype around it, right?
Over the past 5 years, we've been betting the Browns 90% of the time. It's pretty.
Well, that's because they've been bad.
Yeah.
When they're good and people like them, we want to bet against them. It's the same as every team, though. And there you go. JJ likes it because you get a win if you bet against them, and if you bet on them and you lose, it's a double hurt.
Yeah.
Hurt in the wallet, hurt in the heart. But yeah, you kind of you take emotion completely out of it when you gamble a lot. Just otherwise, it's just going to cost you money. Does you liking the 49ers, is that really worth losing money? Nah, it's not for me. Not for me. Another field goal here.
I'm not liking
for Matt Prater.
I'm not liking this decision.
Yes. All right.
And he makes it with ease.
JJ loves the special teams, and that one was for him. 1913 Lions, making our cover look a little bit stronger.
Zit said he quit being a fan of the Niners when they suck. You find it hard now to be a fan? You feel too fair weather if you jump on the bandwagon now?
I prefer it when the team sucks because then everyone, like, I don't know, it just funnels out the hype. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's tough when you're, like you said, it's a home team fan. Like right now, for me, I've been a Canucks fan my whole life to bring it to the NHL.
Speaking of which,
but it's tough to be a fan of the team and kind of how they've structured that team. Like when you get a lot of history with the team and you don't like some of the direction they're going, it just becomes harder and harder to cheer for that team. Zivono says he probably cares more about his picks on this channel as well as his 538.
Yeah, I you know what? There's something to that too. Yeah, like I don't know. What we're all doing here is we're sharpening the knife. We're getting more. We're actually doing something constructive. I don't know if that makes any sense here. Like there's a growth period here too. So I don't know. I care about the picks too. I most certainly do. 538. Is that's Nate Silver's thing, isn't it?
Yeah, they do prediction stuff with sports as well with
Zitvono. Nate Silver has a book called I've read. It's super long though. I got to give you a heads up. Here, let me see if I can.
I'm more interested what pick stuff does 538 do? Because they do pretty similar stuff to what we're doing.
That's a book that I've read by Nate Silver. So, oh. Packers looking for a flag here. I didn't quite see it.
Probabilistic picks.
There's a lot of politics on here.
That's kind of where Nate Silver got his start, was politics.
Yeah.
They use the ELO system, yeah. I know 538, but I don't know specifically about their pick stuff. I don't follow 538 very closely.
Well, ELO is I thought that's how they rated chess players. Like it was a way of rating chess players. And it looks like it is. Yeah. Well, they do that in chess. Yeah. I play chess probably every day, probably 5, and I get a chess lesson usually once a week. I'm not that good or anything, but I can compete.
You don't see that very often. Agnew called for the fair catch and then decided to get out of the way and not catch it.
I'll take it. I'd rather lose 10 yards than risk a turnover.
Yeah. Silver converted his ELO system for the NFL.
That's interesting. I don't know if that would work though. That's interesting. It's interesting. Let's be real. That's interesting. I'm just thinking as a
They do all the same stuff that we've been doing, but we haven't been following.
I haven't followed them in I read that book 6 years ago, 7, maybe not that long.
But they're definitely on the right path.
Just another way of trying to be more accurate, that's all.
Well, he's into the exact same stuff that we are, and it's prognosticating the future.
The future is the most interesting thing. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think maybe you are right. Yeah, you have to make adjustments and stuff. Okay, I see what you're saying. It just falls under handicapping, and I find handy. We might be. I mean, that doesn't mean that he's not on the right track, because there's no golden method or golden rule to this. Nobody knows a ton. Nobody. I've just found that because we've done it every which way in ours, and I think handicapping wise, I can't find a way to handicap things better than to use market factors. Yeah, chess does have an advantage for white, absolutely. Absolutely, chess has an advantage for white. I would say, though, advantage for white should be less than home field, though. But that's a really good. That's a nice lateral comparison.
White gets to move first.
White moves first. If you're good, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because you want to get if you're black and you get a draw. If you're black and you get a draw, that's a pretty. If you're playing someone good, that's a win.
Ed Fang at the power rank is really good.
I like the contributions here. It's food for thought, at least.
So Detroit's going to be 2nd and 10 here. 1:12 left in the third quarter. They're up 6.
Ed Fang's from Stanford, PhD. Oh, here we go. Play action.
What a catch. Oh, Galladay loses it as he falls down. Zipbosa's databases typically show a 40-30-30 split, so not huge.
The Ed Fang guy that you brought up, Stanford PhD. Stanford has a really interesting probability professor there, Percy Diaconis. He's an old school gambler, but he converted his findings, or he converted his profession from like street gambling in New York to a professor of mathematics, and he has some very interesting lectures. He's also a world-class magician and card cheat. I think this is a flag for delay of game. We got Preston Smith with a sack here. On 3rd and long, I feel like they're kicking Zadarius Smith in at D tackle and putting Fackrell in at outside linebacker D end. That makes sense.
Similar to what Seattle did when they had so much success with.
That's interesting, Mickey. That's interesting. Another idea I've heard that I really like. A friend of mine, he doesn't work, but he's big into the stock market and what have you. his method for predicting, I mean, I don't believe it necessarily, but he's a little bit out there. But what he uses is invasive organism tendencies. He thinks that how a living organism would work is how a market would function because it's all part of the same, I don't know, order of power, I guess. I'm not explaining it how he would, but none of what he says I really understand. But I always thought it was an idea. I was thinking that a market is like an invisible hand. The Adam Smith thing is like a living organism and is going to act as such. It's not really my style of thing, but it is interesting.
Valdez Scantling is back into the game.
And they put him on a jet sweep to get hit. That's smart.
Well, it's a good sign that he's back playing. Well, that is really interesting to us. The prediction tracker is a good site to match how good the different systems perform. These are nice little tidbits because these are things that the Pet Guy and I don't know about.
We're kind of stuck in our own little world. The thing too, though, is the one is we know going against the public is just going to be is going to be positive expected value. The issue is that I think it's going to be good right now because America is going to. I feel like America is trending in a legal sports betting realm, and if you add more squares, then the lines are more advantageous for us. The problem is, though, is when you only play with pros, it's a bit like the online poker market. When there's only pros out there for the most part, is you end up cutting each other's throats for really small edges. So I always wonder, like, is it how much of an edge can be gained going sharpening that strategy or adopting a new one? You know what I mean? And then there's also growing pains in the meantime because you're not going to get it right the first time necessarily. So it's very interesting to me about adopting a new strategy. I'm always open to it. I just can't think of a better way, and I don't know if I can. Kind of like, well, Mickey Hill has a system, but then he'll generally just bet contrarian because I think we all agree that's probably the best easy way of doing it, if that makes any sense. Here we go. We got a national car commercial with Patrick Warburton. Does anyone have a better voice than him? Patrick Warburton, famous for playing David Putty on Seinfeld.
I like the Arizona Cardinals color guy. You heard him?
No.
He sounds like Jesse the Body Ventura.
Does he?
Yeah.
The body's hilarious. The body's got to let that haircut go, though. What, the zero on top, party in the back?
Yeah, the market.
The market wouldn't exist without squares. We would just lose to the juice. Like it's as simple as that, right? We want, and the other thing too is I like as much as I hate sports talk shows, what they talk about and how they emotionally stir up squares is the part that I like about them. Rogers is going real deep here, and this is one of the best catches I've seen in a long time. I don't know how he caught that. Valdez Scantling. Unbelievable. It wasn't like a phenomenal catch. He couldn't see it, and it's in the tightest window. You can't even give Melvin... How are you supposed to stop that?
Well, Melvin could have put his hands up. That would have been a start.
But, I mean, that's... that was this much over his helmet. And that was 60 yards down the field. Holy... Oh my, 46 yards, sorry. That was crazy. Holy. So we got a matchup between Aaron Jones and Jared Davis at the top of the screen, but Rogers opts for the Tracy Walker-Jimmy Graham matchup at the bottom of the screen that stopped. Wow. Sorry, I was just dumbfounded by that. Nice play.
Tracy Walker's been good this game.
They've all the Lions secondary's been great. They've been with
other than Tavon Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson, who's missed tons of tackles.
2nd and 10 from Detroit's 15-yard line. Rodgers is changing the play at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe a run to the left. Yeah, that makes sense. Cut back by Jones and intercepted by Jared Davis.
And by intercepted, he means grabbed him. No interception on that play for anybody not watching along. And Packers hurry up to the line on 3rd and 7. Now they go to a huddle.
Interesting.
I don't think I've ever seen a team do this.
And then I saw Lions D lineman high-fiving. I don't know what that's about.
Are you allowed to do what they just did?
I don't know. That was weird.
I don't know how that works substitution-wise.
Oh!
Intercepted by number 27.
Oh, he's still going! Unbelievable.
Mickey Hill is on board with us. Happy about
Yes. All right. That was rad. Lions defense comes up again.
If I'm not mistaken, that was Shepard again. Yep.
Hit right in the face with the ball. Heads up play by Coleman.
Justin Coleman has been good as well this game. He's had 2 pass defended and now an interception. But you can't do any better than what Rodgers did there.
He beamed his guy in the face. Pretty much right in the numbers. That's bad.
That's an old trick. If you want someone to catch something, you throw it at their head. And Russell Shepard just wasn't up to the challenge. Sorry, Darius Shepard.
Nice run by Carry On. That was rad.
If Detroit's smart, they just run the ball for the rest of this game.
Yeah, you got to mix in some pass, but yeah, lean on the run, of course.
There's 12 minutes left in this game. $12:30 left in this game. They're in field goal range, which could put them up 9 points. Instead, an incompletion here on 2nd and 2. The clock stops. Now on 3rd and 2. Still 12:26 left in this game. But a Packers stop here would be big because it would create another long field goal.
Anthony Rizika is happy as we are with this. There we go.
Oh, no.
It's out of bounds.
I think that's going to be counted as incomplete. They obviously didn't make a decision.
The game isn't over, Anthony. I hate to break it to you, though. That's one thing.
He catches that ball, and then his thighs kick the ball out of his own hands. Luckily for them, this is probably going to be challenged by Green Bay. I'm really hoping Green Bay challenges this because this play is going to stand as a catch. Anthony say, money line, baby. Aha! As well as, I know anything can happen. It's still the Lions. And
I don't know how you could turn this over.
You can't. And
that's a fumble, man.
It is a fumble. It's a completion, a fumble. The refs got it right, surprisingly. Green Bay is going to lose a timeout here, bringing them down to 2. And I'm going to still reiterate, you just run this ball. You can't hide your lion eyes. All I know is that the fat guy's probably staying here tonight, so I'm going to have to sleep with one eye open. Gripping my pillow tight. And then we're going to exit light.
If you ever listen to Metallica,
Take
honestly,
my tiny little baby hand and off to Never Never Land. I'm actually gonna have to Google "You Can't Hide Your Lion Eyes" because that's a reference that goes right over my head.
It's a song.
It's by the Eagles.
Yeah, he used a
Lion
pun
Eyes.
because he called lion instead of lion.
Oh, I see.
It's a pun. It's clever.
It is clever. There's one that's way more up my alley. Detroit. Why you always lying? Even though the fat guy can try, but he can't hide it. Boy,
Real close or something.
Boy, he's dancing.
Is it too close? Who's it by?
Next.
Next? Oh yeah, that's way more your music style.
Yeah.
Way more.
You're more of like a Benny and the Jets kind of guy.
Well, I'm not going out of my way to listen to Elton John, but I'm down with Benny and the Jets.
So ruling on the field, his pass is complete. Green Bay's going to lose. Oh, they're announcing.
They called it an incomplete pass. Are you serious? They overturned it?
It's wild.
That was wild. So Matt Prater's going to win someone's fantasy day.
This was obviously clear and conclusive drop.
How is that not? I don't know what a fumble is anymore. What? I don't know. I guess I don't know what a fumble is.
Now we're going to get... Is this a 54-yard field goal attempt for Matt Prater?
He's got the range. We know that.
I know, but you're just...
Yeah, 54 yards. I don't like it. I don't like the hash mark where it is, though.
You're playing with fire.
No, you aren't. Not when you got Matt Prater.
Oh, my goodness. Matt Prater puts the Lions up 9 with 12 minutes, 17 seconds left on the clock.
If you're the Bucks, you should send a first-round pick over.
The Packers keep that timeout, too. That was such bullshit. I'm sorry.
They kept the timeout?
Yeah, because
they don't get the timeout. What?
Because they won the challenge, so you keep your timeout.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry. Yeah. I just forgot that was so ridiculous. Yeah.
This is it's wild though. I after the first down, there's 12 minutes 30 seconds left on the clock, and I said, "Run this damn ball." They managed to take 10 seconds off the clock. Then they had to kick a 54-yard field goal.
Yeah. All right, you got a good point.
Terrible game management by Matt Patricia once again.
Well, it's not like he did this before with the Arizona Cardinals.
He's done this every game.
Yes.
It's just terrible. Like you're playing against the clock. There's so many possessions left in this game.
Well, you can cut them down when you take the time off. Exactly what you said.
That was the worst case scenario they could have had on offense.
Well, missing the field goal would have been worse.
But
you're saying even having to attempt something like that.
Whether you make it or miss it is you can't control. What you can control is your decisions.
They're playing Ted Nugent in the stadium, though.
Well, terrific.
14 points to the good.
Another short kick here. They want to do everything they can to get the ball in something Shepard's hands. I gotta double check it every time.
Why is Shepard? Shepard fumbled a punt. He got hit in the face and caused 2 turnovers.
Yep. Darius Shepard is single-handedly losing this game for the Green
I don't
Bay
think that's fair. He hasn't helped though, let's put it that way.
He's not going to be on this team very much longer.
No, I don't think he's going to be there tomorrow, but Raiders trade looks pretty good right now for
Trevor Davis.
Yeah.
Well, they've used him a lot more than.
And he has 2 jet sweeps of over 45 yards. Jones shot out of a cannon, and he's luckily tackled by A'Shawn Robinson.
See, it's a huge mistake. He's trying to pin that on his face mask.
He's David Tyree.
receivers catching the ball with their hands, not with their bodies. What a play by Rodgers. He hits Mercedes Lewis for about a 20-yard gain. On the move, it looked like he was throwing the ball away, and he just puts an absolute dime. Watch this play, fat guy. Oh, we don't get to see.
I don't know. Quick hurry up screen.
Excellent job by number 32, a guy I've been giving a tough time today, Tavon Wilson.
I think 51 Tavai's been a big part of this defense, though. How many is this? I don't feel like they rotate their defensive front too much, the Lions. Those guys are on the field a lot.
It feels like it, but they do some substitutes. Green Bay, on the other hand, is a lot less substitute heavy on defense.
Like, this is a coverage sack if it happens. You're going to throw it away, but... What a catch on the sideline.
Mickey Hill saying they're going to Tyrone Montgomery him.
I don't know him, but he's our running back. It used to be for the LA Raiders. Early 90s is kind of out of my purview, let's say. But there's some mug shots up, let's put it that way. So that sounds like a good story. Ooh, sack. Here we go. Oh, no.
Very late flag on this
No.
play. Might be roughing the passer. Anthony brings up the question for us. Is he's an Eagles fan. He just wants to know how we felt about that game this week.
Oh, but the Eagles-Vikings, that's kind of what we thought. Oh, my goodness.
Was it hands to the face? Yeah, Trey Flowers. Trey Flowers is not happy about this call. We're going to get to see a replay.
This is an incredibly... Every defense just gets jagged with calls.
Well, they got jagged on that challenge, Detroit, just earlier. And now they're getting jagged here.
Well, we're going to be posting a video regarding our feelings on the games next week. So it's our... That was so bad. Trey Flowers is so long, eh?
Pretty strong move from him there.
Yeah.
That rip was really, really vicious.
Yeah. Oh, big hit from 52. This Lions team is hitting hard.
That's Christian Jones with the hit.
That was bogus. The Lions are getting jagged, man. Every time there's... Oh, that's just bad.
At least we're getting... the Packers are doing what I hoped the Lions were going to do on offense, and that's kill this clock.
While they're up. Or behind, rather.
Yep. This Detroit Lions D-line is just done.
Oh, what a job. 27. That's great.
That's a third pass breakup by Justin Coleman. He's played very, very well.
So who's today. MVP, him or Matt Prater?
It's Coleman. Coleman has an interception and 3 passes.
Prater has 4 field goals.
Yeah, it's Coleman to me.
Might be 5.
Prater had to line up and kick all those field goals.
That's 5. That's 5, yeah. And they're like hard ones, too.
Jake says as much as he hates Booger, he loves that he's ripping.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. This is pretty bad. 3rd and 5.
Booger's a defensive guy. He's always going to... Oh, what a catch. That was really good.
And that was a guy... Lazard had no no separation there either. But I mean, that touchdown shouldn't even happen, man. Like, what are they doing? The refs in the Browns game were just as bad, if not worse. But this is it's. They hired full-time refs, so this stuff wouldn't even happen.
That's as good as it gets. Aaron Rodgers has put some unbelievable passes together on this drive.
In this game, but he hasn't been rewarded a lot.
No, this drive is where he got rewarded. This was an excellent catch from Lazard, as well as an excellent catch from Mercedes Lewis earlier in the drive. Vantis Scalding also with an excellent catch on the last drive. Oh, somebody jumped on the Packers. They're going to have to push this back 5 yards. Try from, 38?
This is kind of an important kick, actually.
From a cover perspective, +5 is pretty safe. +3.5 as well. You want them to make this kick, surprisingly enough.
No, I don't think so. I know what you're saying, but...
Yeah, and he dated Olivia Munn.
He did do that.
Aaron Rodgers and Olivia Munn have one of my favorite photos on the
Oh, jeez. That photo's grotesque, man.
Grotesque?
Yeah, you shouldn't be... Yeah, it's weird. Like, I don't... Like, it's just weird.
It's awesome.
I don't even think you can put that on the stream, Big Rye.
Yeah, you can. Come on.
Yikes, man.
The Aaron Rodgers Snapchat or whoever.
Did he actually send that?
Him or her, one of them did. That's a funny photo.
No, it's weird, man.
That photo's hilarious. I want to write down some of these sites that...
I already did.
You wrote them down?
I already have them up, yeah.
I feel like there was one more. Oh yeah, the power rank.
Yeah. Nice. It took me years to stop saying nice the way they did in that South Park episode.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is that how they say it?
Well, it's because Ike, the younger the younger kid was hooking up with his older attractive teacher.
Nice.
(22-20), 9 minutes 3 seconds left. Lions with the ball, who got kind of jagged with a touchdown. Pretty impressive touchdown by the Packers, but definitely aided by the refs continuing their drive. Nice. Yeah. Mike Tyson in general is just is a nice addition to comedy.
How can you go from being one of the scariest men alive to one of the funniest?
I don't know. Ask Mike.
Riddle me that, fat guy. Just so you guys
Whatever.
know,
I was a Lennox Lewis fan.
Was Lennox Lewis Canadian?
Yeah, he was. He's born in Ontario, I'm pretty sure. He fought. Oh, you'll like this though. Canada had to pick 2 boxers to go to the Olympics.
Yeah.
And they picked this like white accountant who's now an accountant, Willie DeWitt, who wasn't that good.
Yeah.
And they passed over Lennox Lewis, who I believe won gold for Britain. I'm almost sure he's born in Ontario. I gotta check though. No, he was born in West Ham. He was born in London. Oh, he moved to Kitchener, Ontario, at the age of 12. He played football in Canada. That's so weird. What a pass breakup from Tremont Williams. 3rd and 5 for the Lions. Nice catch, TJ Hawkinson. Extending the Lions' drive.
So there's 8:07 left in this game. They're gonna get this this snap off with about 7:40 left. I'm gonna still harp on running this ball.
Why not put Galladay in the slot if you're going to run it? That'll work.
Carry on picks up about 4 yards.
Carry on Johnson.
I have a feeling I got a pretty close matchup here in fantasy.
Bring it up, Big Rye.
Oh, no. It's done.
Oh, you're way ahead?
Yeah, he's got way more. Carry on got a touchdown?
Yeah.
Well,
Does he have any players playing?
no. I'm obviously out to lunch then. I don't remember Carry on scoring.
Game, set, match. Is on that weird one where they ruled it a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Stafford bombing it downfield to Marvin. Oh. That
Any
looked.
flag?
And no flag. I don't know.
Those are the ones where you usually see a flag because Marvin Jones comes back to the ball. I feel like you could almost challenge that one.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's what anymore. You're the Lions. You're not going to
Why
win.
wouldn't you challenge that? He got clothesline.
Stafford with a bullet to Marvin Jones. It's ruled incomplete.
They ruled that incomplete? That looked complete to me. Marvin Jones caught that and then put the ball down. What? We can't get a replay on what just happened?
Yeah. Well, Darius Shepard, yeah, he's been a good returner. I didn't see him do a fair catch.
I didn't, but he must have done it early. They sold out to block that punt. So there wasn't any...
Gunners.
Yeah. Pass me that trash.
Some new Edward Norton movie I'll probably see. God, get rid of these Justin Trudeau ads. Jeez. So they've made y'all stop live streaming the action. Yeah, like we can't. We got a big strike from the NFL, from Twitch. Yeah, we got in trouble on Twitch for just having anything in the NFL, so we can't do it. See if this defense can hold on against Aaron Rodgers. It's so difficult. 1st and 10 for the Packers at their own 18. I want a Lions win. I don't even want a Lions cover. I want a Lions win.
Yeah, me too. It's not looking good. They've kind of botched this.
Yeah, the Packers have been aided, so most certainly some questionable refereeing decisions. Jared Davis has been very violent today. Looks like someone's hurt for the Lions. Tavon Wilson.
Tracy Walker also walking back with a noticeable limp. Yeah, Mickey, they made us stop live streaming the action. My original thought was to show kind of like the scores and the time left in the game, so you know where we're watching from. But the Fat Guy and I have separate rigs set up, so he's a little bit ahead of me usually. So even showing that doesn't quite work.
We have 3 monitor setups right next to each other, but my main monitor is like a 70-inch TV, so it's better for us to have that on. I mean, it's from a viewing standpoint. So I'm usually a few seconds ahead. Jared Davis in man against Aaron Jones. That's where I would go. Rodgers is able to find Alan Lazard, who is very violent running up the field. I like it. (6'5", 227). Alan Lazard. Wow. We got another Valdez-Scantling pitch jet sweep. He's kind of taken down by his neck by Christian Jones.
And a good job by Will Harris, the 3rd-round pick from this year for the Lions, staying in front of Valdez-Scantling.
Wow. Rodgers is going to be running here. Christian Jones is clearly out of gas because that would look like a poor effort at the end of that. Or maybe he's just completely deflated and that you can't actually hit a quarterback. Lions are rushing 4. The coverage is fantastic, but
they lost containment. But anytime you're playing 2 high safeties, that's usually what's open is that quarterback run. Unless you spy.
That's how Mahomes got that key 4th down against them on the road.
And they said it was an oversight on their part.
Lazard with another catch.
So there's 3:50 left on the clock. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. Packers are being methodical with this drive. Being down 2, they can be methodical. Big catch by Jimmy Graham for the first down.
It takes a big hit. What looked like the wind kind of got knocked out of him.
So Packers have moved on to the Detroit Lions 40-yard line. And 3rd-round pick Will Harris just slightly behind there on the coverage. Rodgers on the money. 2. If the clock runs here, this is going to be the last play before the
2-minute warning.
Yeah, unless there's a timeout by either side. And I'm excited to announce that with the 2-minute warning upcoming, it's the Hooters 2-minute warning.
Says, I guess if I get a touchdown, they should go for 2. Yeah, I guess technically, yeah. I doubt they will. Yeah.
This game's been so good, we haven't even started working on the video for the week.
Pardon me, sorry?
I said this game's been so good, we haven't even had to start on the video for the week.
Oh, right, yeah. Might be a little bit later of a... It's usually been blowouts, though. Yeah, JJ's into it, too.
Finally good Monday nighter.
Yeah, because before we started working at like half, because, I mean, it was over.
Yep. But Hooters, where the wings are hot and the titties are huge. That's the 2-minute warning for Hooters. One of the best restaurants out there. Fat guy approved.
Yeah, I love just eating food from Cisco Systems.
What's going on, NBA Tank? NBA Tank here to cheer on the Packers.
Lions cover is the most important thing. Jake's under 47 is still live.
Yeah.
Is it at 42 right now? It's 22-20.
Yep.
That's you know what? That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, the one dangerous thing is both teams still have all 3 timeouts, so this could be this game.
That could push it over.
I don't mind that Mucho Burrito commercial.
Yeah, ghost pepper burrito. I've never had a ghost pepper. It's probably pretty hot, I would imagine.
Yeah, they're hard to find.
What's the other one? Carolina Reaper. That's the other hot one.
Yeah.
I had a Jaloka pepper. Those are hot.
Here we go. 2nd and 8 for the Packers on Detroit's 37-yard line. And we have a completion down to
Alan Lazard, who's been tearing it up.
about the 22. Oh, Jake doesn't have the under.
Oh, you don't have the under? Oh, okay.
I think it might have been Anthony Rasica.
Oh, nice punch by Coleman on the ball.
Anthony Rasica's riding the under 47, Lions plus 3.5, and the money line. So there's a lot on this.
There's a good chance to get 2 for 3 here. I don't know if the Lions money line's going to cash anymore.
Why did the clock stop? Oh, the Lions used their final.
Lions
timeout.
use their first timeout.
Sorry, thank you. Their first timeout.
I don't know if you can just read.
The Lions still have 2 timeouts left. What's going on, Richard Evans? Howdy, boys. So you're gonna eat a Carolina Reaper on the street?
Oh, is that a challenge?
I think if you come last any of these weeks, you should do it.
If I come last, I'll make that. If I come last, I think that's unlikely. It's unlikely to come first. I did have come first though. Last
for a week. I think
bottom. If I come bottom 3, I'll up
if you
it.
want to eat a pepper, you make the.
All right. If you eat bottom 3, I'll eat a Carolina Reaper, assuming I can find one. I don't know if you can. Jeez, though, that'll be fun.
That would be fun. Mickey Hill says, watch Catfish Cooley YouTube video eating 3 Carolina Reapers and slugging a 5th of Fireball.
That's nuts. I could drink a 26 ouncer of Fireball in 2.5 hours, and I'd probably be okay. I'd be drunk, but not like crazy.
First
but
time
3
I ever
Carolina.
I chugged a small one of that Fireball.
Yeah.
Messed me
Did you
up
puke?
real good. Probably. I puked every time I drank. Let's get real.
Yeah.
I had the little Kim stomach pump.
I drank a 60 of rum over 10 hours. That was probably the worst. That was probably the worst one. I didn't get sick, but I was wrecked. I was wrecked till like later on that, like the next night.
So the best thing that can happen to Detroit here is either you stop them and somehow stop the clock, or you pretty much let them score a touchdown. That's really, really what you need to do if you're the Detroit Lions defense.
Richard Evans, if I win, I'll eat one wearing a Big Ryan the Fat Guy shirt. I would love that.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, that would be rad. Third and 4. Why are they going for it?
They bring 4.
There's a hold.
There's a hold there. And an incompletion.
I just declined the penalty here.
It'll be interesting to see what they do. Oh, Juan Alvarez, how's it going? Satuple dropping into chat saying hi to everyone and better luck next week.
Yeah.
Satuple, you're on top actually for the overall. Tied with Mickey Hill.
They Satuple, I'm picking your shirt up tomorrow and I'll be sending it the next day. What?
Was that a flag on Detroit?
They called it illegal hands to the face. This is just a complete joke. Dude, Trey Flowers wants to go hit a referee.
I missed that replay because I just was not expecting that at all.
It happened twice.
Yeah.
Wow, man. The Lions have been just... There is going to be some... This has been the worst reffing year I can remember probably since the replacement refs. Like, it's just bad. Like, how do you get that wrong, though?
How do you get it wrong twice? That's the...
And there were drive killers both times. Or drive revivers, rather.
I don't want it for the cover's sake, but a touchdown here for the Packers is probably the best thing that could happen. Look at, they do. Oh, wow. They were trying to let them score, and Jamal Williams goes down. Who was it? John Harbaugh and
Bernard Pierce.
Bernard Pierce. You go down, we win. I don't know who it was, but someone spit their mouth guard out. Oh yeah, the Lions are pissed.
This is just bad. This is bad.
This is excellent coaching.
Yeah, I'll give them that.
In a while.
I'm just disgusted, like, at that call.
Rodgers kind of wants to take the... Technically, they should take the timeout.
Yeah, overbackers are choked,
Right
Jake.
now.
Absolutely. That's one of those things.
Oh, yeah.
The Lions are, like, real mad about this, and I don't blame them.
Going full Greg Schiano on.
Yeah, they are going Greg Schiano. Greg Schiano Giants.
So the exact same move. It's the exact same move. I love these violent...
They're arguing right now. Booger and the former referee are arguing. And the former referee is saying these things happen. He's arguing for the human condition. So here's the field goal to win it all.
The overbackers are screaming right now. Yeah.
Well, it went under. Packers win 23-22. Lions cover.
Is Crosby for real?
Oh, God. Hey, I did a Lambeau leap for that. I'll take it, too. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So what's the finals 45?
Under and cover for Randy. Randy feeling Randy after his win. Well, I'm sure you can afford it.
Miami will win the Super Bowl is just won the week with the Detroit cover and the total score 47.
No, he went over.
So all three went over? 54, 47, 51. So we're going to have a three-way spin on the video between Hobgoblin, Miami will win the Super Bowl, and
yeah, that's great. That's great for the video.
It is great. Randy wins on the under and the cover. Terrific. Congratulations, Randy. That's a nice win.
Handy Randy.
Just like
Randy. We're really big Cameo fans, if you guys couldn't tell. This is a complete joke, though. Honestly, Lions got hosed.
They got jobbed.
Total jagging.
But we get the cover. That puts us 500 for the week, which is nice.
We'll take it.
And won the bet today, which is nice as well.
Another win for Big Ride and the Fat Guy in the pocketbook.
5-2 for the week. Betting, which
not
is
bad. Word Up. Yeah, I love Word Up. Great song.
See you this week on your video this week. Thanks, Randy. Yeah,
it's closest to without going over, Jake. So it's Price is Right rules. Closest to without going over. We can adjust that going forward. Yeah, no, I like closest to without going over. I'm curious when someone's going to bet $1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to have to spin the wheel. This is going to be great.
People love the wins.
People love the wheel.
They do love the wheel. I think I might spin it for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, you might as well pick a small number, Zitvono. But then the problem is if you start picking one, the meta would pick two.
Yeah. What's the lowest you'd go?
Lowest number I'd go, 21. Doesn't even make sense. 20, 13, 23, 23.
Why 23 over 21?
Well, 21, how do you end a game 21 points?
14-7.
14-7, I guess. I feel like 13-10 is more populated. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Exactly, Jake. A three-way on the spin. Exactly. Yeah, 14-7. I just don't like 14.
The lowest here in the top 10 with 33. Zitvono on top of the math.
Yeah, 14-7, but yeah, I don't know. 13-10's got to be more populated. I don't know. That was from the hip answer. It wasn't that scientific.
No, not scientific at all.
We would stay in chat, gentlemen, but
there's 12 people here right now. If you guys got any questions, let's go.
Yeah.
Zitvono says he thinks he picked 35. Randy, I took 9.5 treasure on Detroit minus 9.5 and New Orleans plus 9.5.
Teaser, I'm thinking means rather than treasure.
I prefer treasure.
What, you're a big Bruno Mars fan?
Yeah, he's a good dancer. What I should do, bring the chat below.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is best to pick an odd number, of course. Teasure. Here we go. Teasure. Bam, bam, bam.
Are you thinking pleasure?
It's treasure is the song, and he means teaser.
There's a song like that that's called Pleasure.
Well, it's not like I'm exactly musically talented.
You're very talented. I don't care what anyone says.
Well, you and my mom think so.
Yeah, someone has to. Well, at the very least, I can update the leaderboard. You take over me. So Lions cover the +5 in the contest. Good night, Randy.
See you, Randy.
Congrats on the win. Refs just need to keep flags in their pockets.
I agree. I'd like to clothesline wide receivers. I don't even like pass interference.
Get your ghost peppers ready, baby. I'm taking it down week 7.
I'm down. Let's do it. You gotta let me know where to get them though. That's the one thing. I don't know if it's a problem here. Oh, I think you do have the best scores at Vono. Like we're pretty confident here. We've highlighted it a few times, I think. overall, like as far as win percentage goes, yeah.
Yeah. The top, there hasn't much change at the top. A lot of the people riding at the top right now use the same
style of strategy, yeah.
So it's going to be hard to make up any ground.
Yeah.
From a contest perspective, you kind of want to go with the public for now. That's the only way you're really going to catch up. So it'll be interesting to see as the season goes along how people adjust to that.
We're kind of at a disadvantage where we just have to, because we're exposed.
Well, Satuple or Mickey could just pick exactly what we pick for the rest of the year and beat us.
Well, Gafer Fat Guy had a lead on us. He happens to be a friend of mine, and he had mentioned that was going to be a strategy when he had one game on us. And then he deviated, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, he's one game back right now. You also have to make sure you get your picks in before Thursday.
Stay the course.
Stay in the course.
He could still win from behind, yeah.
Yeah, that would be
That'd be hilarious.
Impressive. Very, very impressive. Yeah, Zid, you're doing excellent.
63% is ridiculous, man.
It is ridiculous. So, considering...
No, you have to be God to win that. Stevie Janowski and Big Morg are good, too. Holy...
Yeah, pretty impressive. Missing 2 weeks and still being up there. Moby Polito also missed a week, 62%.
28 and 17 is very good. Oh, it's not sustainable. We would completely agree. But I mean, you could have a career average. If you're a bad boy handicapper, 58% is possible. 58 and 59. You got to be really, really, really good though.
Yeah, Crooked Zebra is at 64.
Picking every game also takes a lot of steam out of it because you're picking every game. I don't think you can be 59, but being a bettor, I think betting games you can be a 58, 59. I don't know, Richard Evans. You know what?
Season long,
yeah.
Season long, easily, because you're talking about picking 256 games and being on top.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and if we were counting units, Zidvona would be in the lead.
Zidvona would be winning if we were doing gambling units, yeah.
But the reason why we're counting it by wins is that we want people to be participating
every week. It's to encourage engagement every week. Yeah. Well, I think the highest you can cap Zidvona is maybe just shy of 60, only picking the best games. But it's tough to get a large enough sample doing that to know what your true expected value is and your true batting percentage. So it's one of those weird things where you don't know if you're over or under running expectation. Yeah, you're in fourth, Richard. I think you're ahead of us by a game or tied with us. Yeah, you're tied with us at 56%, which is nothing to shake a stick at.
Tied for third.
Mickey Hill, who's probably still in the chat, is tied for first with Satuple, who is also in the chat. Dude, I really look homeless. I should panhandle with this look.
Yeah, you got it going on.
I think it would work out better, yeah. Especially in Vancouver, I mean, really. But then a fat panhandler, doesn't that really, that kind of go against the grain of it?
Jake says he cares more about this contest than the actual bet.
Yeah, I know. It's great, eh? That's what we want. We want guys competing. That's what we want.
What's the historical win rate for plus 14.5 dogs? We don't have
I don't have that right here. We could figure it out, but
I think we're going to be going more in that direction, kind of doing that type of research.
I think I did look it up, didn't I?
Richard said, take the panhandle money and do some parlays. Really, really shoving it in our faces here.
You know what, though? I might actually be successful because most panhandlers out here have a heroin problem. Not very many fat heroin addicts, I don't think. I mean, is it possible?
Yeah. I guess it just depends how long.
Yeah, how long you're riding the... Maybe I finally caught the dragon. Who knows?
That's a joke for me.
No, it's called Chasing the Dragon.
Well, that's just like Kissing the Dragon, which happens at local parks.
Yeah. No, that was a school soccer field.
Oh, thank you for clarity.
You're welcome. He'd be impressed with this conversation.
Nobody knows.
His past, our future.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, guys. I think we'll call it a stream. We got
the big one. We got the video.
We got the video to do. Hopefully, it'll be out around 11 p.m. Pacific time, 2 a.m. Eastern. We're located just an hour away from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Sometimes 20 minutes, depending on how fast you drive.
There you go. So if Fat Guy's driving real fast, if I'm driving, who knows if you'll even get there.
All right, gentlemen. We'll catch you in the comments section in the video.
Yeah, you guys. You all have a good night. We'll check you later.